We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're live! Hello all, welcome back to the INVICTUS stream. My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and I am here with the very lovely, the very talented, the one with the firmest cheeks that I have ever kissed, Mr. Justin Thomas James! Yes, we were talking about those cheeks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wednesday night, and welcome to the INVICTUS stream. I know what you're thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking. And you're thinking, did I leave the stove on? And I'm here to tell you that no, you did not. And even if you did, who cares? You're watching us. And this is all you need to do tonight. So close out your other windows and watch us perform tonight. We are here with a brand new campaign one-shot series / who knows it's called The Daring Deeds of Dr. Dex Dalton. That's right. It's been a long time since we've seen our Dr. Dex Dalton in the flesh, and he is back with a vengeance tonight, and for the foreseeable future, for a little bit of crazy, zany, strange world action. My name, as always, is Mr. Harlan Guthrie, and that is what's up. The end.
What's up?
Felt like a good way to segue my name already back in, but I already said it. You should have. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, of course, an 18-plus show. If you are uncomfortable with no-no words, such as pee-pee, poo-poo, and Justin, what's that word that we like to use in the boudoir?
Booble snot.
Yeah, if you don't like words like booble snot, besides something being wrong with you, that's okay. You don't have to watch the stream or partake in this lovely little exchange of ideas. You can go ahead and leave and close your mind and windows to the world of possibilities. But before you do, you make sure to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's where all the cool people hang out, and really it's just all we do now. Nothing else exists but this YouTube channel.
Just Wednesdays. Just Wednesday nights.
That's it. Wednesdays only exist. When the stream turns off, we all shut down at our computers and wait until the next Wednesday and then start up again. So, so please like and subscribe and all that lovely, lovely stuff. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter. Twitter, we are at INVICTUS Stream. Maybe at the INVICTUS. No, at INVICTUS Stream. And on Instagram, we are at the INVICTUS Stream. And every once in a while, I post. And finally, and most importantly, join the Facebook group. The Facebook group is the place where we get together and we chat and we hang out and we tell silly stories, don't we, Justin?
Oh, yeah, like that story you told about your... Yeah, oh, I shouldn't say. I shouldn't say.
Don't say it. But if you join the Facebook group, you get to hear that story. So you should really do that because it makes us happy. I mean, we don't get anything from joining the Facebook group. I talk about it every stream, and people think like we get some sort of fucking money from it. We don't. We just like to be social. We push it because we want you to join the club. And everyone's allowed in this club, except for homers. No homer. We get you. There's one homer. It's just no.
Is there a homer? Is there a homer in our
not
group?
yet. We can only have one. Second one. You get the fuck out of here. So that's right. Join the Facebook group and like the Facebook page. That's a place that exists as well. When you join the Facebook group, you get a chance to join in the ranks of something we like to call the most valuable post. That's right. The most valuable post is the post of the week that we distinguish amongst the rest, that we lift out of the sawdust, and we hold it up to the sky for the sun to kiss.
Lift it up from the sawdust, up into the sky, where the broodlings fly. Joe Cocker.
That's right, and you get a little bit of experience points. This week, I would like to award it to a very special person, sincerely. This fan, friend, favorite, I don't know how you would describe them. Vermalion. This person has been around for a long time. It is someone that we all feel lucky to call a friend. And she has had a very tough time lately.
Oh, it's a girl! It's a girl!
Oh, you ruined it! Zia has lost, amongst many other terrible things, her father. And we are so you know, saddened by it. It is a really incomparable thing to lose someone that close, and from my understanding, very suddenly as well. So our hearts go out to Zia. However, she posted this week sort of thanking the community for reaching out, but I more wanted to honor Zia because her father's obituary was posted the other day, and in it, because I of course I have to read these things, they mentioned something called Gorilla Fizz, and they said, of course, Gorilla Fizz would be served at the funeral, and I had to ask what this was, in addition to giving our condolences, of course. And Zia let us know that Gorilla Fizz is a drink invented by her grandma that I have to assume her dad enjoyed very much. And it is apple juice and club soda, carbonated water, or 7-Up. So, if you have these ingredients at home with you tonight, please join me. I looked really hard and I didn't have any of them. I had apple juice and I had some apple juice at dinner. But join me in spirit in toasting Zia and her father with a Gorilla Fizz and giving her MVP tonight. We love you, Zia. Hope you're... I love family drinks like that. Things like that. That's the kind of stuff that you just, you gotta hold on to. And I hope. I mean, as people know who watched, when my granny passed away, I made a martini on stream. Things like that, they're important. So Zia, we're thinking about you, and I hope you're doing okay. Anyway, that is MVP. It is that easy. Just be caring. Give a shit about this community, and this community will give a shit about you. And we will give a shit about you too. Isn't that right, Justin? I can't speak on
shits all the time.
You're giving the biggest shits. Did you hear about this poop knife, by the way?
The what knife? What?
The poop knife story.
Oh, well, okay, so maybe this isn't connected, but I've heard of these YouTube videos of this guy who makes knives out of like everything, including like underwear, bread, and he makes like legit knives.
It is not connected, but I'm excited for the possibility of maybe it being connected one day. No, you have to. I was reading the story about this this girl who cuts up her poops before flushing if they're too big, and she has a specific knife in the drawer called the poop knife. And I would just curious how many people out there in La La Land
have poop knives.
Have poop knives. And if you don't,
interesting. I probably should.
You probably should, shouldn't you?
I mean, let's be real here.
So show of hands for poop knives. I don't know how I got into that, but yes, tonight, the daring deeds of Dr. Dex Dalton. Tonight is the start of a new series. It is a campaign of sorts, but not in the traditional sense, because our numbers right now are a bit difficult up and down, going with when Justin is working, when Joe is working, all that kind of stuff. This is a series that's not going to run necessarily back to back to back, but every time Justin and I are on camera, we are going to be adding to this campaign. It is constructed, meant to be watched, and enjoyed in series. It is also canonical. Canonical. It's also testicle. It's also testicle. So,
So, yeah. I think the message is pretty clear,
right?
From that.
One of these,
Hey, don't you know?
I want to meet the fans again. When's the next thing? When's the next convention?
The next convention is tomorrow at JustinCon in my basement.
Don't say that. You're going to get a lot of people sleeping on your floor. But I would love to do another convention. I know there's one in March, Breakout Con. It's an RPG one in Toronto that I am definitely going to. I know Joe's definitely going to. So if anyone's going to be in Toronto at that point, come. But I'd love to do another hashtag what?
So freak, so chic. Is that what they say? Breakout. So freak, so chic. Breakout.
Probably. I think so. I don't know. I don't know. You wrote it.
I did write that song.
I'd love to do another convention though. So if there's another convention coming up, invite us and then join because it was a lot of fun. Join us. Justin, how are you doing, by the way, otherwise?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. I got my Flying V shirt here with my vest. You know what, actually, I'm kind of thinking, like, so I put on this vest, and I realized they kind of go with my shorts. Maybe it doesn't look like it, but, like, it's kind of a cool look, you know? Kind of like, you know, Crocodile Dundee sort of semi-formal cash, you know, ensemble. So I'm digging it. So I think I'm just gonna wear this to weddings from now on.
You know what? Didn't you get that vest at Chris's wedding? For Chris's wedding?
Literally, yes, I did.
I know because I have the same vest and I wore it last week when I played that French guy.
Right. Yes.
For what's I don't remember what game that was. I remember playing a Frenchman though.
Oh, Frenchman was Running Dead.
That's right. I knew that. I was testing you, the community. Mark says he dares us to come to Dragon Con next year.
Do you double dog dragon dog dare us?
Hey, are you challenging me? Are you you asking me? You That's my really stretched out Robert De Niro.
Hey, you know what? I've been playing this game called Moonlighter.
I saw you playing that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about. Tell me.
You play a shop owner, and basically, like, by day, like, you run this shop called the Moonlighter, and then by night you go into these dungeons where you, like, go through different rooms and you collect items, and then you bring those items back and then you sell them, and each dungeon has a different boss at the end, and you're trying to get to the 5th dungeon, and it's quite fun.
I like the sound of that. I like dungeon games. I also like shop games.
Yeah,
I'm being serious.
Yeah. It's very satisfying. There's like a point where you reach in the game where, yeah, it's satisfying. I don't know. Try it.
Hey, listen, I am all for you. You know what I've been playing a lot of lately? I reinstalled my Vive, my VR.
Oh, yes.
And I've been getting back into it in a big way. I just played the Rick and Morty virtual reality game, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
I laughed a hearty laugh. It was very fucking funny. Yeah, there were a few things in there that were really, really, really good.
Nice.
It was very fun. And the biggest VR game that I've been playing, that Joe was watching me playing, and she was getting a kick out of even watching, is this game called In Death. And it's sort of a, I think they're called roguelites, where you sort of die and the dungeon changes and then you die. Like, it's just constant, like, the dungeon constant changes and you constantly get, you know what I mean? Like, it's randomly
like
generated.
a procedurally generated.
Yes. And boy, howdy, it is good. You're moving through this dungeon with a bow and arrow, and I was playing it actually before we started streaming, and I just unlocked the bow. I just beat the bow, and I've unlocked a crossbow, which is so great because I can reload it like instantly, and I'm like firing. It's really fucking good game. And then I also got this like beat game, which like with
is it Beat Saber?
Yeah. Fucking so good. Really satisfying. So
yeah, I haven't played that yet.
Getting back into Ver. Well, hey, next time you're over for dinner, we can do some Ver.
Sounds like a great plan.
Sounds like a very good night.
Very nice. Oh, I was halfway there. I couldn't deliver.
And on that note, I don't think we're gonna get any higher than that. Why don't we kick this shit off? What do you say, Justin? Yeah. Let's do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we now start the daring deeds of Dr. Dex Dalton. In the purple-black void of the strange, there floats a destroyed parcel of land. This parcel of land, when viewed from the bottom, is no more than a jagged, massive mound of dirt, devoid of life, unassuming. However, atop the floating rock sits a large, vine-covered garden, a simple yet elegant stone path, and a gorgeous, stately, turn-of-the-century Victorian manor. Turn of which century, you may ask? Well, it doesn't matter. You know the one I'm thinking of. Inside the manor is the one and only Dr. Dex Dalton. Of course, when we last left Dex, he had just been transported back to Earth 6 billion years since he had left it. Dex, along with his friends Sly and Liam, had been zapped home by yours truly, with a great deal of interference from the eccentric Dr. J. Bank, who brought them all back to Numenera. You don't know this yet, but from there, they went on to experience great power, evil, and together helped set the world of Numenera right again. But that is not this story, and that was a long, long time ago. In this time, in this place, many, many, many years have passed, and our dear pal Dex now resides in the aforementioned floating mansion, hoping to right the perceived wrongs that he has caused. The rule of thumb here is don't upset a space witch, a particularly ugly space witch named Methuselah Kingle, who has imprisoned Dex in a mysterious mansion called the Crimson Host for an untold amount of time. Luckily, Dex is given the keys to escape in a cryptic message told to him when he received the witch's curse. Help those in need in worlds beyond this, or else you remain in the violet abyss. And thus, after creating a machine that utilizes a transport stone given as a parting gift from his friend Brandy Jack, Dex Dalton, along with his shape-shifting lizard companion Prodi, travel the world dimension to dimension in search of a way to help those in need, hoping that helping the right beings may just get them off this floating prison and away from the bizarre and foreign dimension called the Strange. This is the daring deeds of Dr. Dex Dalton. And so our story begins with the two portly space wasps named Edgar Rainfellow Carnegie Templeton and his brother Chunt, who, as they do every day, buzz in the abyss just past the front garden of the Crimson Host and watch the house eagerly, awaiting the day where one of them wins the bet. There he is. Yeah. He just walked past the window. Did you see him? Yeah. Well, what? Well, it's your turn, isn't it? No, it's your turn. Is it? Yeah, it doesn't matter, because you're not going to get him outside. No. Tomorrow I'll get him. You go ahead, try your luck. The two space wasps watch from outside the garden. There's a bet between the two cosmic insects that whomever can coax the mysterious doctor out past his front door wins a lovely little bit of egg. Dex, you see two fat wasps, as you have every day since joining this place, buzzing just out past the garden. One waves to you. Hey, doctor!
And I keep walking by the window.
Doctor! Hey, doctor! You're not going to get him. I can get him, just wait. And you see one of the wasps scoop down and pick up like a little rock. They're large, but the size of you. And they pick it up and sort of tosses one with his little stubby wasp arm, throws it, and just sort of lands on the wooden porch.
The door starts to creak open.
And the one wasp sort of starts slapping him. Ah, doctor! Oh, come out. We want to talk to you a little bit, please. No, you don't need to come out if you don't want to. Shut up! Come on out!
And a lone banana peel flies out of the house and perhaps hits the wasp.
Sure.
And the door closes.
Ah! I knew you wouldn't do it. Shut up, shut up. You're not going to get them tomorrow either. And the two wasps sort of buzz off to continue their mining job on the nearby colony. And as you close the door to the Crimson House, you turn around and see Prodi, your friendly lizard companion, staring up at you. Wait, did you go outside, Dex?
Oh, Prodi, jeez.
Oh,
You gotta stop sneaking up on me like that. Whew, my God.
oh, sorry. I guess I forget that I walk really quiet sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, well, sorry, what did you ask? I'm just kind of boggled.
No, it's all right. I just wanted to know if you wanted a bit of muffin. And he holds out this sort of small cranberry muffin, and he's sort of wearing this white apron. Prodi is a large humanoid lizard-looking creature. He's got massive black eyes that are completely devoid of any sort of distinguishing characteristics other than just being totally shiny and bright. He's got a sort of a spike on the top of his head and a large, wide jaw, and his entire body is covered in dark green scales. Dix, did you want any? And he holds it up sort of towards your mouth.
Well, I just had a banana, but yeah, I'll have some.
Brilliant! And he hands it to you and turns around and begins walking towards the kitchen. I said, did you go outside? I saw you at the front door. And he starts like whipping something in the kitchen as he's sort of just like looking at you again, sort of.
No, didn't go outside. Just threw my banana peel out there. Easy garbage disposal. I mean,
Are those wasps bothering you again? Do you want me to talk to him?
you can try, but I mean, what are they gonna do? Sting me? I'm not going outside. I'm not gonna go out there.
Good.
What is there for me out there, anyways? It's just space and wasps. It's not very appealing.
No. Everything he wants in here in the Crimson Host, after all, isn't it?
Everything I want is in the Crimson Host. How long have I been here now, Prodi?
Ooh, I don't know. I've never been too good at telling time, but I would guess maybe 20 years.
Really? 20 years?
Oh, yeah.
Sure?
I mean, I've been mixing this bowl alone for 10 years. Wait, is a year one of those things that you count on your hands? Is it a quick one? And Prodi sort of turns around and looks at a calendar.
Prodi.
And on the calendar, there's like calendar upon calendar upon calendar upon calendar. And he like kind of looks down and he's got large sort of three-fingered, he's got basically three claws on each hand. Yeah, and he can't really do anything. And he sort of goes to flip the calendar and tears a page off. And he's like, oh, bother. And he like tries to put it down uncomfortably.
And I kind of zone Prodi out, and I go and I sit on a couch that is completely puffy, like it's got like 7-inch long fur. I sit down on it.
And Prodi has sort of removed the apron and he's walking into the living room. And he sort of walks with small steps. And as he does, he walks closer and closer to the couch and begins shrinking down to sort of a comfortable size, almost like a cat size. And he then crawls on all fours, and again, looking the exact same. And he comes up on the couch and sort of sits up like a small baby almost, and like wiggles back. And he's like, puts his hand on your knee. What's the matter, Dix?
I gotta get out of here, Prodi.
Oh, but
I gotta get out. I mean, like, it's a nice house. I mean, I don't fault you at all. You've been doing a great job taking care of it. And there are aspects of it that I do enjoy quite a bit. This couch being one of them.
Oh, yeah, it's a great couch.
You as well. But, I mean, this isn't my home. This isn't... I'm kind of trapped here.
So, what does this house look like?
It's Victorian, and with a few eccentricities. And as Prodi sits on the couch next to me, I stand up from the couch and I pull out my phone, my smartphone, and I flip it on, and I see that there's 3% battery left. And mumbling to myself, I say, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. And I scroll down to the note I made. And reading aloud, I say, help those in need in worlds beyond this, or else you remain in the violet abyss. Okay. Be quiet for a minute, okay, Prodi?
Okay, I'll do my thinking in my head. And he stands up and he walks over to the wall and like walks right into it, into a tiny little corner of it.
Great. I turn on my phone. All right. You should be able to see me. No reception here. Just a regular video. Hi, my name is Dr. Dex Dalton, and I'm stranded on this revolving planet asteroid thing in the middle of the strange. I'm about to try something really, really stupid. So I thought I'd just leave a bit of a memoir, I guess. And yeah, just show you around what this place looks like. Oh, this is the Crimson Abyss. Check it out. As you can see, Victorian style crown molding.
It's the Crimson Host. Sorry, Dix. Crimson Host, though.
Crimson what?
Host.
Crimson...
It's the Crimson Host. Sorry, I'm not talking. And he sort of goes back into the corner.
Yeah, okay. That's Prodi. He's a lizard shapeshifter. And yeah, he's totally right. Oh yeah, that's cute. He's waving right now. I'll zoom in on him. Yeah, okay. So Crimson Host. Sorry, got it wrong. Crimson Abyss, Crimson Host, Crimson something. Yeah. So I'll show you around a bit. This is where I've been living for the past 20 years, according to Prodi. I think it's been maybe 60 days. I don't even remember. Time's kind of weird here. I don't even know how it works. We're not really revolving around anything. As you can see, this is the front hall area. This is the front doors, and I'd open it, but there are two giant New York wasps out there that want to sting me or baiting me outside for some reason.
And as you go past it, a wet sort of flick of mud hits one of the glass windows on either side of the door. Tunk! And the door itself is sort of this ancient mahogany wood as well, as you're sort of panning around.
Center of the room. Really, I mean, this is probably the most Victorian part of the house. It gets kind of weirder from here. As you can see, two beautiful staircases leading up to the bedroom suites and the hallway up top. Ooh, very nice. There's also there's this like silver platter in the middle of the room, like sterling silver. I don't know what it is, but I think that is some sort of projector, some sort of light projector. Because this room's really big, right? It's the biggest room in the house that I've seen so far. If it could if this thing, it's kind of like a disco ball on the floor, could kind of shoot light all over the place. Could throw some really mean dance parties. Me, Prodi, the Wasps, Queenie.
Ooh, Queenie could come. And Prodi is walked into the hall, and he's standing. Oh, sorry, Dix. I didn't mean to say anything. Mind if I just come up behind you and wait? And he walks right up behind you, and he's like, I can be real quiet.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah, Prodi's gonna follow us around. He kind of came with the place. He just kind of was here when I showed up, and I don't know how long have you been here, Prodi?
Oh, probably about 20 years, maybe.
That's how long you said I've been here.
Yeah, it's been long. I don't know time really. But
do you just default to 20 years?
Yeah, yes, maybe 20 years, yeah.
All right, that's Prodi. Next room, I'll show you the kitchen. Through the threshold and into the kitchen where all of the food is made. As you can see, it's all just white tiles on the floor, on the walls, on the ceiling, on the other walls. And then, there, right in the middle of the room, we've got a little, I think it's I swear that's from IKEA. I think it's an IKEA end table.
Yes, it is. Yes.
It is IKEA. And on top of it is what looks like a microwave. But not exactly. It's the only thing in the room. So I'll show you really quickly. I'm at 2% right now, but Prodi, are you hungry right now?
Yes.
What do you want to eat?
Yes.
Okay, I'll make his favorite. Slugs and waffles. Sound good?
Ooh, yes, Dix, I love that. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's totally gross, but I'll show you anyways. That is number 432641. 432641. Okay. And wait.
And Prodi starts like walking up behind you, aside from you, and he's like leaning between you and like as you're trying to film, he's like, "Oh, I love this, Dix. It's my favorite."
Ding! All right. Oh, wow. It made quite a bit. And out of the microwave, there's this bowl or this plate, and I pull it out, and there's just this stack of steaming waffles with slugs writhing and wriggling on top.
Dix, that looks so good.
Yeah, that's a little too much for you, though, Prodi. Let me take some away.
I can make it work. And he sort of reaches through and he takes some. He's like,
Ugh. And like slurps
mouth
of
opens
slugs
up.
and stuff
yeah.
fall from his mouth and land on the plate.
Oh, Dix, that's good. And he like kind of walks over and like sits at the IKEA table and he starts like eating at it.
Okay. Yeah. So that's Prodi eating. I won't show too much of that, but yeah, what am I gonna do with all this garbage? Here. I'm gonna go dump this down Mod, all right? I'll be back.
Okay, enjoy. And he starts like eating. Or continues eating.
So garbage disposal on a planet you might think is or on like a planet like this might be weird. How do you do it? How do you get rid of it? Well, you can chuck things out the door, or you could bring it to Mod. And I go to this closet door and I knock on it, and there's this loud like rumbling gurgle from inside. Mod, I've got some food for you.
And the
okay.
doors sort of like grumble a little bit.
And the door is like shaking a little bit on its hinges. Okay, all right. But you're going to be nice when you take the food. It's not going to be like last time where you almost bit my hand off, right? Okay, are you sure? You're not going to try to eat me? All right, that's as good as we're going to get. Okay, I'm opening the door. And as you can see, it's just a black room. Oh no, it's not a black room. If you look down, there's the maw, the giant sandworm that's sticking out of the floor. Mod. Okay, all right, I'm just gonna feed her quickly. And I dump the slugs and stuff in. And I slam the door behind. Yeah, ever seen Dune or Tremors? That's what I think of whenever I feed Mod.
Yes, yes, me too. And Prod is like behind you. Prodi is behind you.
Jesus, God, Prodi.
Yes.
Okay, we're almost done here. Next room.
Oh, Dix showed him Queenie. Oh, Dix, Queenie would love to be in it. Queenie.
Oh, I don't know if I. All right.
It's all right, Queenie. And he knocks on the wall, and there's sort of this large, almost cuckoo clock, but it looks like a honeycomb. And it opens in the middle, and out comes this bee, about the size of a large silver dollar. Where is he? Where is he? You! And she zips right in front of your face, Dex.
Hi, Queenie.
Yeah. You know what? Constantinople.
CONSTANTINOPLE.
What?
CONSTANTINOPLE.
Good one, Dex. That's so good. And Queenie the spelling bee starts zipping around your head and comes next to Prodi. Oh, hi, Queenie. Oh, hi, Prodi. He did so well. And she starts buzzing around. What are you doing, Dex? It looks like you're filming something.
Yeah, I was just about to show them the bathroom, actually.
Well, thank you for stopping by. Don't let me keep you. But remember, if you don't spell, I sting you. And she zips around and goes right back in the honeycomb, and the door is shut behind her.
Yeah, that's Queenie.
Queenie's the best, eh, Dix? She's so nice. Bye, Queenie.
You haven't been stung by her.
No, but she doesn't ask me spelling questions because she knows I don't speak English.
What are you speaking right now?
English.
I don't know how you do what you do.
I don't speak it.
Okay. Okay. Next is probably my favorite room in this house. Let me. Yeah, I'll show you just through this door here, and I open the door, and there's like a lone toilet sitting in the room. There's like a sink and stuff, and it looks like a very regular bathroom with a second door. This is just a bathroom. It's like a 3-piece bathroom, shower, toilet, sink. But if you go through this door, we get the urinal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love the urinal. I don't even get to use it, but Dix loves it.
No, you don't, because your feet don't fit in the clamps. Yes. And as you can see, this is like a spherical sort of room. I step inside, and I kind of have to jog down to the bottom of it. Prodi, can you close the door?
Yes. And he sort of steps outside and shuts the door with him in the urinal still. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, the only thing in the room are these feet clamps here. Oh, that's a good thing. Okay. Yeah, I got it. I pull out a water bottle. I got my water bottle. I'm not actually going to do my business in front of you, spare you from that. But yeah, I'm just going to lock my feet in here. This is how you use it. And the other thing in this room, as you can see on the ceiling, or the apex of the sphere, if you will, is a hole. There's a hole. And yeah, just Prodi, you can't be in here.
What?
You can't be in here while I'm doing this. You've got to go outside.
But I'm here all the time, Dix. I watch every time you do it. It's my favorite.
Really? How do you?
Oh,
all right, well, do whatever.
Sorry. And he shrinks down. And you see this little green dot run towards your feet and crawl up your pant leg. And he comes and he sits right in your pocket, and he puts his two big like clawed hands out of his pocket. He's like, "Go ahead, Dix."
It's Dex. Okay. Dix? Here we go. So I'm just gonna reach down and press this switch. Wait for it. My hair flies up, my lips are filling up. As you can see, the urinal is basically a vacuum that sucks everything inside up through the hole in the ceiling. I'm gonna open this water bottle to demonstrate. Hang on, Prodi. All right, the water bottle is open. There you go. That's the urinal. It's the most fun I've had peeing in my entire life. But I remember the day where I just drank water all day so that I could come in here. Prodi, you remember that?
Yes, I remember. It was very good, Dix.
Yeah. Woo, that was fun. Oh, it's like Canada's Wonderland.
And Prodi like crawls out and he starts climbing down your pant leg, and he like goes out and he starts growing larger and larger. Dix, I love that. That was so neat.
Yeah. So I mean, there isn't too much else to show you. A couple rooms upstairs. I guess I'll show you my bedroom quickly. Just jog up these stairs. Okay, fix my hair in front of the mirror. That guy's picture, that guy in that portrait there, looks like he's maybe 250 years old. Anyways, bedroom. Okay, so as you can see, my bedroom has no door. Doesn't look like all the other bedrooms are locked. And this one is open because it looks like something has smashed through it, which literally is the case. As you can see, Exhibit A, a giant gorilla-like beast monster, is just kind of chilling. I mean, he's got to be at least 14 feet tall standing, but I mean, he's not standing. He's just kind of sitting there.
That's the
I think
dink.
he's in like, what's that?
That's the dink. He's not bad dicks. He's been around for a long time. He's actually a good friend
but
of mine. Me and the dink like to have dance parties before you showed up.
What is he? But is he in a coma? What happened to him? He
No,
hasn't moved since I've been here.
Well, he's a tired fellow. When he dances real high, he gets all knackered and he really gets tired. But he's a good boy, Dix.
Well, I have kind of been using the dink as a bed. So, I mean, look at his fur. It's like
He's comfy.
it's like a foot long. Each strand of fur on its stomach. It's like really comfortable. I could just.
Dix, do you even have battery? Can I show them my room too?
Yeah. I think we got. Yeah, it's on reserve power, but let's do this. All right, we're gonna see.
Nice.
We're gonna see Prodi's room.
Come here. And Prodi walks ahead and he sort of like waddles side to side. This is my crib. This is where Prodi lives.
And he opens the door to like this room, and it's like this. It looks like it was once almost like a greenhouse, and there's sort of this big large window and all these like moldy plants all overgrown, and there's a giant egg in the center that's cracked open. There's like a yellow egg leaking out, and these vines are crawling up all over the sides, but beneath the vines are these leather-bound books, and all the book spines are sticking out, and it almost looks like a library as well, with the greenhouse sort of glass.
This is my crib. This is where I sleep. Come on. You can take that ladder to Dix.
And he turns around and he starts crawling up the wall, and you see next to the door there's a ladder that leads up to a large hole. Sort of in the door that we came into, there's a hole going back in the same room, but it's up above.
Come on, Dix.
And he starts crawling up.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to hold on to this. Okay. All right. Yep. I'm climbing a ladder now. That's what you're hearing. Okay. Where are we going, Prodi? I haven't been up here yet.
And he like crawls up into like this big hole, and then he stands back, and when you come up filming, he's like standing there, and there's like all these like lava lamps and pillows, and there's like a big monitor with like some sort of graphic on it, and it's like a video game console. It's like,
This is my crib. This is where I sleep. This is where I play video games, and this is where I need to sleep when I'm knackered. And this little spot over here is where I slide into the house.
and he walks over and he goes like flat, and he like slides into the house into this weird slit in the wall, and he's just gone for a moment. And then he comes in again.
Yeah, I can get to the entire house from here, but I don't even know half of it. This is my crib. Do you like it, Dex? I don't think I've showed you before.
No, I've never been here. What games do you have?
I got this one called Mario, and I got this one called Tetris, and I've got a Coca-Cola.
And he bends down and he brings you like a red can with some writing on it, and he opens it. Tss.
This is a Coca-Cola. It's the best soft drink in the world. Here.
And he hands it to you.
Thank you, Prodi.
You're welcome.
Wow, it's a little flat.
Yes, it's very, very old, and I tried to make it homebrew. I used the eggs outside to make the colour, and I don't think I matched the taste. The last time I had a Coca-Cola was 20 years ago, so I don't remember the taste.
Yeah, it's flat. It's a lot of things, but it's flat as well.
Yes. Sorry.
Well, thank you, Prodi. This is a nice little digs.
Thank you. You're welcome to come by any time.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah. Okay. So that's it. This is the Crimson host rather.
Yes. Yes.
If you find this and recharge my phone, then you'll know what we did here. And if you don't, then I did all this for nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that really stupid thing now. There's another room in this house actually. Maybe I'll show you quickly, and I run down the ladder. Which door is the machine thing in again?
The one you built. It's in the basement.
Yes, but which door is the basement? It's always changing.
Yes, sorry, Dix.
And he comes down and he like walks in, and then he opens a door, and there's like 6 doors that are like dancing back and forth. And as we enter, the two of us sort of stand awkwardly, and they're like, there's some music playing in the background, and they're like, and all the doors like flip, and then they go, and they all sort of get mixed up again, and it just seems to constantly be happening.
Yes, it's the basement is this one, I think,
Dix, and he walks over and he turns the doorknob and it opens up, and sure enough, there's a set of stairs leading down to a very classic looking cellar.
Quickly, before they jump!
And he starts walking down.
Okay, all right, so that stupid thing I was talking about, it involves where we're going. All right, lead the way, Prodi.
And Prodi begins walking down, and it's sort of a classic basement. There's like cement bricks, and he pulls like a stringy light, and it fills with a lone bulb in the basement. Says,
"This is the time machine that exists in the house that Dix built up. You tell them."
Yeah. So I found this machine here in the basement. I was playing. Just stepped through that door one day, and some of the doors didn't open, but this one did. And yeah, there's this machine. It was kind of half built already. I really didn't do all that much to it, Prodi, but I just kind of respliced a few wires and recalibrated some of the software, and I think I've got it working. I think if I press this button, can you press the button, Prodi?
Of course. And he walks over and he like presses this button, and it whirs.
Yeah. So all of that like green, blue, purplish light, that I believe is a portal that will take me somewhere that I have zero control over. I have no idea where it's going to take me, but I'm gonna step through it because I've been here for 20 years, according to Prodi, and I think it's time that I, took some initiative and try to get the hell off of this place.
And Prodi's like, Dix, and he walks down and turns off the portal.
You can't be, but.
And he runs up to you, he puts his arms around you.
Dix, it's too risky. Don't try it, mate. If you don't come back, what's going to happen? I can't be alone again.
Well, Prodi, if I don't come back, chances are I found a place that isn't limited to a single Victorian house.
Oh, yes, that makes sense.
And as he's holding you, your phone dies and becomes a brick. And he steps back against the wall.
Dix, are you sure you're ready to jump through to this dimension thing? What did the witch tell you?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to be somewhere other than here. And Prodi, I mean, I really appreciate all of your company and your jokes and the time we spent together. But I think it's time that I jump through and, see what happens. Who knows? Maybe I'll be back. I'll probably be back. Yeah.
Hey, I'm coming too.
Oh, you're coming? You don't have to. I mean...
No, of course, Dix. We're buddies. You and I. I promised that we would do this. Dix. Prodi and Dix. Prodi and Dix.
Dex. It's
That's what I'm saying, Dix.
No, Prodi, it's
that's what I said. I said Dix.
My phone was still alive. Oh,
no,
my
that's
God.
your name, Dix. Prodi and Dix.
Dex.
That's what I'm saying, Dix. D-A-X. Dix. Listen, it doesn't matter. Dix, you and I, we're going to be in this together to the end, brothers.
Listen, Prodi, I mean, I don't even know what's going to happen if, like, I step through here. I might just die instantly. It might
Dix,
be.
I've been
I don't
here
want you to follow afterwards for no.
Dix, listen to me. I've been trapped in this place alone for 20 years. I want to get out. It's will. If that witch's curse lets you leave, maybe I can leave too. Dix, it's worth trying. Please.
All right, Prodi. All right. You want to come with me? And you come with me. We walk through together, all right? And I pat my chest pocket.
Yes.
And he turns around and sort of walks over to a large shelf in this basement.
We should bring provisions. I have some this.
And he brings down a weird can and puts it into his, like, breast. And grabs this, like, tube of something and puts it sort of in his things. His
skin folds.
You said the witch you needed to help people to lift the curse.
It's in the note in my phone, but I think I've got it memorized. Help those in need in worlds beyond this, or else you return to the Crimson Abyss. Help those in need.
Bloody. So,
Yes.
if we go through and we need Dix, I think we need to help people.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of picking up from this cryptic note here. I'm just kind of hoping the portal just takes us somewhere else, and we don't have to worry about this nonsense, you know.
That witch, she sounds very. She sounds. Smart.
Prodi, what's happening to your accent?
What?
Your voice is changing.
No, Dix, this is how I talk.
Your voice, it's modulating. It's done that before, hasn't it? You've got some. I don't know what it is. Your throat is changing color. That's really funky. All right. Well. All right. Well. That's nice, Prodi. That's real nice. Are we gonna do this or what?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Come on. Hop in. You got all the provisions you need?
Prodi shrinks down very, very tiny, and he climbs up your leg, and he slides into his pocket, and he's like,
Okay, Dix, let's do this.
And
all right.
He points towards the thing.
My name is Dr. Dex Dalton, and this is Prodi.
Yes.
We're going on an adventure. Here we go. Ah! And I jump through the portal.
And all at once, we are swirling and twirling through sort of a greenish, violet, bluish world. And sort of all of the lights and sounds are muted, and they're swirling around us and passing by us in an instant as you are sort of tumbling into this unknown world. And as you are falling and falling, your eyes are popping outside your head, and you see into yourself, and you see Prodi sort of becoming giant and shrinking again, and his head splitting open and swallowing another version of himself. And as the sound gets louder and louder and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, everything pops, and you open your eyes to a beautiful sun. The first time you've felt sun on your skin in so long. For a second, you just take it in, and you smell the sea air. You smell saltiness. You hear waves. And the sky above you is clean and blue and bright, and the feel on your skin brings you an overwhelming sense of joy as for a moment you feel free. Until you see about 8 heads pop into your view, each of them with a varied expression. One sort of looking angry at you with sort of a scruffy looking face. One holding a knife to your throat. They all sort of pop in at the same time. All of them wearing sort of mismatched hats, and some wearing eye patches, some with blackened teeth, some chewing slowly, some sickly, sweet-smelling gunk. They all look human, and they all look to be about 8 years old.
Who the hell is this?
Says one of the voices as they poke you with a sword, and it sort of cuts a little bit into you.
Hey, whoa, wait, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa.
Get him up!
And you feel all these tiny little hands on you as they pull you up, and you stand on the wooden deck of a pirate ship. It looks to be in the middle of the ocean for the most part, although, you know, maybe a couple miles this way you sort of see an island, maybe. But for now, the boat seems stationary. There's people all about, 30, 40 people on this massive pirate ship. And you see all these children, again, 8 or 9, they look so much older in the way they're dressed and sort of the way they talk as they sort of frantically begin pushing you against each other.
Oh, stop! Don't poke me there. Come on, whoa, easy.
Who are
easy.
you? Who are you?
Says one of them and sort of pushes aside. And this one sort of looks really evil. It's wearing an eye patch, sort of scar across its forehead. You know, he's like half your height.
Who are you?
I'm a doctor. Dr. Diggory.
Dr. Diggory.
And all the kids sort of, Diggory, Dr. Diggory.
He sounds to me like an imposter.
And they sort of come moving towards you again, surrounding you. There's kids sort of on all sides of you with like very sharp objects that are like poking you tightly.
All right. I'm Dr. Dex Dalton. I'm still a doctor.
Whoa. What do you say, boys? And you hear sort of one voice say, well, I say we talk to him and see what is...
Quiet, you! I say we string him up and march him off the plank.
And I say that we let him go. Who cares for all? And you hear a few laughters in the crowd.
No! We tie him up.
Agreed. And in an instant, you feel these hands all over your body, tying you tightly, your arms tied, your legs tied, right up to your neck. You're bound basically from the neck to feet in this tightly wound rope, and almost in an instant you sort of fall over onto the deck of the ship. Boom, oof, as they all stand back.
Come on, just I don't even know where I am. Who are you?
So they sort of all stand back and look at you, and it's like,
who are we? We be the pirates of this here ship, the Scollywoggle. Now, you are the one who doesn't belong here.
And there's sort of like a hush over the crowd, and you see one pirate walk up and say,
that's right, you're not allowed here, mister. We don't know who you are. I think we should throw him over the deck into the water.
And you hear a bunch of the other pirates being like,
yar, yar, yar.
There's one with a really deep voice, mysteriously enough. And you hear Prodi sort of muffling from your pocket.
What's the matter, Dix? What's wrong? I feel like I'm stuck in your pocket.
I think they're gonna walk me off the plank.
Oh, that's not good, Dix.
No, not good at all.
And they sort of lean you up and begin sort of, you know, a few kids start pushing you towards the plank as you're sort of hopping along. And you look down, you're sort of above the water, maybe like 10 feet. And as you sort of walk out, you see this crystal clear, beautiful ocean. And it looks like there's maybe, you know, sand 20 feet below that under the water.
Yeah, okay, just throw me off.
And they all sort of laugh amongst each other.
That's right, we'll throw him off the deck.
That's right, the dolphins will get him. And they're all like, oh yeah, the dolphins, oh. And all the kids sort of like, there's a hush along the crowd and be like, oh fuck. And there's one sort of
Dolphins.
as you turn around, you see sort of
yes. Oh, fearsome dolphins! Please, no.
You should feel the dolphins. The dolphins are very scary creatures.
and they're sort of like they're patting him on the back, and they're like, "That's right, Robert. That's right." And he sort of walks back in, and the sort of posh sounding voice you heard earlier, you look over and you see this woman pirate, and she's sitting on sort of these bales of rope, and there's a few around her, and she's kind of like, "I think that if he survives the dolphins, then fair enough, maybe he's worth our time." And you hear sort of a more timid voice, again, one that you heard sort of in the beginning, being like,
Well, I'm not too sure if we should throw him off the boat entirely, but whatever you think.
and you look over and you see a younger pirate. I mean, they're all young, but maybe 7 or so, with blonde parted hair and tiny little spectacles, sort of with a note. And this sort of really harsh one that's pushing you is standing in front. And just a little bit back, a voice clears out and he says, Fair enough. Let's not all get a mob mentality here." And this 8-year-old boy speaks like he's 30. And he's like, "If we all agree that he should be pushed off into the dolphins, then fair enough. But we must understand he wouldn't be coming back. It's very unlikely he'll survive. You do understand that, right, sir?" And he sort of looks up towards you.
Yes. Very likely that I would not survive the vicious dolphin attack. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm ready. I'm ready to die. Yeah, I mean, send my regards to my wife and family for me, please.
All right. And the young little sort of tyke at the front with the speech impediment is like, there was a dolphin now! And they all like run over to the side and they're like, "Oh!" And you turn around and you see from the distance like 3 dolphins sort of like swimming towards you. And as they reach sort of the bottom of the plank and you look down, they're sort of swimming, and one is sort of jumping amongst the other, and for a second you kind of are smiling. And then one of the dolphins stops at the bottom of the plank, and its fin splits open, revealing this maw of teeth, and it sort of just cracks open like this, and it's about this, it's 5 feet across almost, and these tongues start whipping up to the bottom of the plank and like almost like attaching it, and it's pulling the plank down a little bit before they let go, and the crowd's like cheering and they're going wild, and all the kids are like, "Yeah, dolphin!" And as you turn around back to them, they're all like staring at you.
Whoa. Okay, all right. No. Okay, all right. No. You know what? You're absolutely right. No. Parlay?
Where's Timothy?
And a small voice comes in and says, "Hello?"
Timothy?
And a young boy kind of walks up and he's like, "Hello, how are you doing?"
Timothy, he's speaking French. What is he saying?
Parlez-vous français?
No, but I know the word parlay from Pirates of the Caribbean.
And he turns around and they all sort of talking, him and sort of the one that's talking behind.
What does this parlay mean?
It means that on a pirate ship, if you're about to walk the plank, you say parlay, and then that means that there's a pirate code that means you have to talk about it and come to a different solution than throwing me off the plank, or something to that effect.
Is that a real pirate thing?
And you hear sort of this hush of the crowd, and they're all kind of like, is that what pirates do? We're real pirates.
Well, I mean, is Pirates of the Caribbean a real pirate movie? I mean, it's got pirates in the freaking title.
Are we pirates? We're real pirates. And you sort of hear like a voice in the crowd being like, "Yeah, we're legitimate pirates. We're real pirates." Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, are you saying that this is what really real pirates do?
Well, yes, I am.
Yeah,
I am.
Then we do it too. Oh, that's right. Then we do it too. That's right. And the sort of mean pirate at front's like, "Arr!" And he puts away his sword and he walks over to the side. And the timid pirate's like, and the sort of posh pirate's like, "Huh," as you sort of are turned around. And there's like a hush over this group of 30 or so, and they're like, well, yeah, we're real pirates. We're legitimate pirates. And they all start pulling you back in, and they sit you down in a chair in the middle of the deck as all these people sort of crowd around. Okay, go ahead. And they point to the man who was sort of talking before. He's like, oh, all right, you parley? We can parley like real pirates do. What do you have to say?
Pardon me. Sorry. I burp when I'm nervous.
You're pardoned. We're pirates. We burp when we want to. Yes. And all the kids kind of laugh.
So you're all pirates.
Yes, of course.
And you do piratey things.
We do all the piratey things. Isn't that right, Charlie?
That's right. We do all the piratey things. We rob, and we kill, and we plunder, and murder. Yeah.
And then you hear like crowd comes, and then a little kid comes up. He's like, "That's right. We murdered 2 people once.
Almost 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, if we murder him, that's 3 people." And the crowd sort of goes a little bit excited again.
Well,
right. But we're real pirates, and real pirates parley, and we're going to.
That's right. Murdering isn't the only thing that pirates do. Murdering, plundering, pillaging, all that stuff is very, very pirating. And you guys did a really good job getting me on that plank. I mean, that was a very pirate thing to do.
Well, we did. That's why.
And they turn around.
That's right. We did do it, and pirates. That's what we do. We're good at it.
Yeah. So now we're just doing the parlay part of pirating. So
right. So parlay.
Yeah. So I would like to propose a deal. Because pirates make deals.
Right, and like that sort of mumbles over the crowd
with other people that's going to help them to pillage, plunder, and murder more in the future. Am I right?
Right. That's what we do.
Yes.
Pillaging and plundering and murdering.
All right. So my deal to you, Prodi, I need a deal. My deal to you is very clever.
Dex, maybe if you offer to give them treasure. They pirates love booty. Maybe you can find a treasure for them. Maybe they have a map.
You're brilliant, Prodi. My deal to you is this. I will help you find buried treasure. And I might argue that finding buried treasure is the most piratey thing that a pirate can do. Booty. Am I right?
Oh. Booty. Treasure would be cool.
And you hear like a bunch of kids being like, oh. Right. Okay. Well, this is really a decision for the captain of the ship. And you hear a loud crowd.
Yes, this is a decision for the captain. That's right. This is for the captain to decide.
Yes,
right.
We'll get your captain.
And he's over there. And the crowd sort of parts and they point. And sort of a far way across down the deck, you see a young child dead. Just like lying there with a big captain's hat. And a large, let's say like a fucking crab snipped on his tongue, and he's like,
you see,
my god.
Part of the reason that we were a little bit is because we don't have a captain right now. In fact, we were just about to have an election, but we're a bit what's the word? We're not united. That's right, Charlie. We're not united. In fact, we don't really know what to do here. There's a bit of a 3-way split.
Okay.
You see, well, we can't make a decision.
And whoever makes a decision, everyone has to be united in making the decision. It must be unanimous. So we don't really know what to do. There are 3 candidates. There's 3 people that want to be captain, and all of us can't really decide. And there's a mumble over the crowd. Yeah, we can't really decide who's going to be the best captain. Maybe. And he turns to the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, you know me, Connor Tony Ale, as a trustworthy man, but obviously I'm biased. I know these 3 people for far too long. As the ship's purser, I can't really be completely unbiased. But maybe this gentleman, this doctor, who's it? Maybe if we all agree as a united faction to allow him to pick his chosen supporter, and then he can rally the troops behind whomever he thinks is best. He's a non-partisan, impartial judge. And maybe, and he turns back to you, if you can then pick the captain, we can listen to your demands and see if it suits us to find this booty treasure, and otherwise we'll kill you and send you to the dolphins. And he draws a large sword. What say you, crowd? And you kind of see them sort of wavering back and forth, and you hear Prodi in your pocket. Dix, you should try to convince them. I think he's got a good idea.
Yeah, definitely, Prodi. Okay, I'm gonna follow this one through. Yeah. I'll choose your captain. Sure, why not? I mean, I'm here. I'm gonna be walking the plank. I mean, might as well use me before I have fish food, right?
Give me a charisma roll for the first roll of the game.
First roll of the game. Hour and a half in. Hi-oh. All right, so I can use intellect on that, I imagine?
Yeah.
I'm going to use effort.
Okay.
I'm going to use 1 point of effort, and I've got edge 2, so then that'll lower my intellect to 15.
Perfect.
And that'll lower the tier by 1.
Brilliant. So it's going to go from a demanding to a standard, so 6 or higher.
6. 18.
Oh, fantastic. So, yeah, you see the crowd sort of like looking amongst each other, and they all sort of start nodding. And the sort of gentleman who's identified himself as Connor Tony Hale sort of turns and says, all right, so all in favor of this, what's your name?
Dex Dalton. Dr. Dex Dalton.
All in favor of putting this Dr. Dex Dalton in charge of choosing the next captain. But then, let me make this clear, he needs to then convince all of us that his choice is the best choice. Then we let him live and he can show us the treasure. Well, at the very least, the captain then decides. What say everyone? And it's a unanimous aye! And so the top of the ship gives up an uproarious applause and celebration. And as they begin to disperse, the man then turns to you and says, very well, Dex Dalton. There are 3 candidates for you to choose from. Choose wisely, please, because, frankly, it's a tough decision. And we're going to stop there for the mid-game post. Hey! Mid-game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the mid-game post. Welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Play us a little bit of music. Jeff! It's a lot more chill than I was thinking. Ass? Jeff! Well, it's not wrong. Well done. That was very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the mid-game post. This is the part where we stop the action and we jump to you, the community, to say, what's up? Hope everyone's having a good time. We should ask a question. Very nice calling me on my accent. New Zealand's a tough accent to keep in.
No, you're doing great, dude. You're honestly doing great. I think, like, I would be a hard one. I wouldn't be able to do it. God.
It's really tough to keep that on point.
But
because it's not even Australian.
It fits Prodi well.
It fits Prodi perfectly. I think for next time we play this, I'm gonna have to listen because, and Justin will attest to this. I was like, Prodi will be British, and then like 10 minutes before we started, I was like, or maybe New Zealand, and then I was like, oh, we'll just do New Zealand. And then it changed the entire character, which is kind of the fun of role playing. It's like, well, let's change the accent, and the character is gonna be totally different. Totally. Hope everyone's having fun tonight. I'm having fun. You having fun, buddy?
Yeah, I'm having a blast. It feels so nice to get back into the world of the strange.
It is very the strange.
It's just so whimsical, you know? It's just like you just nod and go along with the shit that happens. And
I love that feeling, though. It reminds me of you know, the strange, but also all the video games that I grew up with. I was big into the point-and-click adventures. And
like Pajama Sam and shit like that.
Exactly. Pajama Sam, King's Quest, The Legend of Kyrandia. These were games that like really defined, in large part, my sense of humor too. And I always loved these weird, nonsensical solutions to problems. You know, Monkey Island, all these fucking fantastic adventures. So I think in a weird way, The Strange, not mechanically speaking, but sort of thematically speaking, is a throwback to all those point-and-click adventure games from like LucasArts and stuff. So. All right. What should the mid-game post question be?
What was it about Prodi? Did you want like what Prodi is? Do you think anybody would get that?
Describe him. Yeah, I think somebody mentioned it. I'm thinking, what was the name of the witch? Did we say it out loud? I think I did at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Is it too tough, you think?
I know the name of the witch.
Well, you wrote it down, though.
I did. That's true.
I think we should do that. I think that'd be pretty... It'd be tough, but it wouldn't be impossible.
Yeah, I think people can get it.
Okay, so let's do this. Going to start a new channel because the old one was still there. Right below the daring deeds of Dr. Dex Dalton is the mid-game post question. What was the name of the space witch that cursed Dex? This is important. This is canon. All of this is actually what happened. And this is all existing now. So yeah, hope everyone's having fun. Shout out to Bjorn, who helped me workshop a few of the ideas for tonight's game, but then I went in a different direction, so I apologize, Bjorn. But he definitely mentioned some ideas about the kids. And a huge shout out to the lovely Jo for also workshopping some ideas with me. She came up with a lot of really cute and quirky things. She came up with that spelling BB.
Okay.
I pitched her the story and she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, if you want to add anything weird, you just let me know. She's like, a spelling bee named Queenie.
I'm so glad Constantinople was the word.
Yeah, because I had to Google it to make sure you spelled it right.
Oh, I see. You were... Because, yeah, you made me do it again.
I know. I was like, oh, I don't know if that's right. Cute. Oh, wow. There's a lot of people were listening. Or did they rewind it? That's surprising.
That's good. This is good.
I'm going to get a drink behind me. You talk secret for a second.
All right, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Justin Thomas Jr. Now, this is the part of the show where I talk into the microphone. Oh, yeah. What are we going to talk about? Scrolling down my Facebook feed. I'm going to read things that I see on my Facebook.
Ribbit.
All right, we got John Hamm lifting weights right now. Skip the dishes. Yeah, we got raccoons are riding wild hogs into battle against possums. I guarantee you the media will be completely silent about it.
What are you talking about, you crazy?
I'm not crazy. I'm Justin Thomas James. I read shit. That's what I do. Hi, welcome back. Get your drink.
I did.
That's good.
Right.
That's good. Yeah, what do you think? You think? Should I just do? You want more Justin Meads? You're gonna get more Justin Meads. I'm gonna read some more shit.
It was also in the game announcement post. Damn it, I forgot. Whatever.
What game announcement post?
Definitely do it, Justin Reads.
Yeah.
So we got Michael and Brianna, Carly, and the real Hefe all have it correct. Colin, you did not have the right last name. You made it up. So we're going to roll 1d6 and half it. We got a 1. What's half of 1?
2 divided
Okay.
by 4.
So 2 divided by 2
Divided
times
by
6.
4.
Carry
Yeah.
the 1.
Yeah. Carry it. Carry that one. Boy, you gotta carry that one. Carry that one a long time. Oh, this
That
feels
means
very
Michael and
intimate right now.
Brianna
I think
win
this
the
is-
game.
I missed that. Who was that?
Michael and Brianna, you need to get that thing out of your mouth. It's freaking me out. It's too sensual.
ASMR.
It's making me erect.
All right, last time I think we gave it to Michael, so this time we give it to Brianna. That's what happens when you have a joint name. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Look how tiny your
Justin
mouth
reads
is.
stuff, guys.
Look so little.
What? I sound little?
Look how little my mouth is.
You got a wee mouth.
Look,
You got a wee
it's so
mouth.
little.
So what I gotta get light.
You gotta get a little mouth?
I gotta get a little mouth, and then also a light when I go to the store. That's like in front of me, so that I'm a little bit more front lit,
A little bit
quite backlit
complications.
and side lit, but not front lit.
Brimblebane is not a better last name than Kingle, Colin.
I
don't want
gotta
sweet
agree
juice.
with
I'm gonna fill
Colin
some
on
with
this
Wawa.
one.
I'll be right back.
I gotta agree with you, Colin.
Wawa.
Brimblebane is a great last name, better than Kingle. I mean, Kingle. We're done with those 2-syllable last names. All right, that's so 1990s. Brimblebane, it's 3 syllables. Cumberbatch, Hiddleston, Middleton. You know,
Oh, this conversation.
reminds me of Barry White when Justin eats the mic like that. Oh yeah, I got a nice tube preamp warming up my voice right now.
You're doing it again.
Sorry.
I can tell because my
Thank you,
penis.
T-Man, Master of the Universe, for that. That's great. It's always nice when you hear that you remind someone of Barry White when you do something. I mean, that's hey, speaking of Barry White, I saw another legendary black musician.
I was
the
gonna
other
say,
day.
where's your segue going?
I saw
Speaking of
Stevie
Barry White.
Wonder live. He was amazing,
did
especially if you love Stevie Wonder, as I do. I listen to Songs in the Key of Life and Inner Visions religiously every Sunday at 10 a.m. I wake up and I go to the discotheque and I put on Songs in the Key of Life or Inner Visions. I listen to it and I pray to Stevie that he will give me better chops.
Did he?
No, he didn't. Actually, during the performance, I felt like I kind of let him down because the audience wasn't. There was like some audience participation stuff where he's trying to get the men to sing one line, the women to sing another line. And I guess the audience wasn't really as into it as I was, and they were singing it like kind of like some guy, like mostly it sounded like mumbling. And I'm like belting out these lines like with all my heart. I'm trying to like carry the weight of the entire 5,000 seat venue. And Stevie Wonder was just like, yo, you guys, you ain't hitting it. You ain't hitting it.
Oh wow.
Maybe, yeah. It was like kind of brutal. It was like, yeah, that ain't no good. Sorry, guys.
Fuck
Then
you.
they just ended the song.
What?
I was just like, oh. They didn't like. He didn't like shame us. Like he was joking about it.
No, totally. But you know
but
what?
he like was not like, oh yeah, you guys are so great. He's just like, yeah, no, you guys suck. Like that wasn't good. They just like you're not singing. And
Hey man,
most people
honestly,
weren't.
I think that's totally fair because like I think a lot of these people are like older people, like my parents.
Yeah.
And they go and they're kind of like they know 2 or 3 Stevie Wonder songs. They're like, oh, I'm gonna sing
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder. It's kind of a bummer. 'cause,
Yeah.
Like it's nice to go with people that like legitimately like. That's not to say,
Love him, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to like gatekeep and be like, don't go. I think you should totally go. But you know, like I went to one of my funniest experiences was I went to go see the Milk Carton Kids, whom I absolutely adore, and a few funny things. The Milk Carton Kids.
Oh, okay.
You know the Milk Carton Kids.
What is their song that you've played for me?
I don't know. Snake Eyes. They're sort of acoustic duo. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is, they went. I saw them and they were playing, and the crowd was like not in tune with them. Like they're like really almost like a slow Simon and Garfunkel, and a lot of people were like singing along and stuff like that, which is fine. Drinking, which was fine, but there was one point where everyone was like clapping as they're trying to play, and it was really funny because the dude was like, "Hey, can you not clap?" He was like, "It throws us off," because it was a smaller venue, and as you know from someone who's also played venues, there's a reverb, and if you like if you're trying to play something really tight on timing, it'll bounce back and it throws you off. Like it's really tough. On a huge show, you can clap along all you want. It's really tough for the quiet show. And it was really funny because he was just like flat about it. He was just like, he apologized afterwards. He's like, "Oh, sorry," and he explained why. But like they're like a minute into the song trying to really do, and they're really great guitarists. It's really, really fucking dope. Yeah, really funny. If you're curious about who the Milk Carton Kids are, check out the Milk Carton Kids, Another Day, Another Time, Snake Eyes. And it's fucking, they're one of my favorite bands. I literally have all of their records on vinyl. Such a fantastic duo. Joey Ryan.
You must have.
I know I have. Joey Ryan and Nathan something or other. Parsons? I can't remember. These two Southern, fantastic, just folksy, really soft music. Really nice sleeping music. Anyway, huge detour. I think that's it for the mid-game post. We know who won. We know who loved.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
You good go.
Because I've been talking this whole time.
Do what you have to do, man. This nerd. Fucking nerd. Check this out. Isn't that crazy? Fire. Every once in a while, you gotta just appreciate how cool shit is nowadays. There's a time, I'm watching Survivor now with Joe, because she's mad about it. I'm really enjoying it. And you know, like, fire is such a difficult thing to have when they land you on the island. But you know, it's really useful. So nice to have fire at the tip of your fingers. We take it for granted. Here I am, wasting matches like a jerk. What you gonna do about it? Survivor people. Bet you're jealous. Bet you're jealous you don't have this. You had to wait for an immunity challenge to get it. And I have it right here so easily. I also love wood stoves in the winter. I love wood stoves year round. I also love fireplaces. This new apartment has a fireplace, and I'm so happy about it. It's not a real fireplace, the gas fireplace, but I love it. How's everybody doing? How you guys doing? I have this weird feeling tonight. I really don't know why, but it feels like I haven't played in a long time. It feels like I've been away for a long time, which is weird because I literally haven't missed a Wednesday stream to my knowledge in a long time. But for some reason it feels like I've been away. And I think it might be because it's been a while since we played a light-hearted game, maybe? What was last week's game? Running Dead, which is heavier. When was the last time we played a light, zany game?
Other than the Dungeons and Dragons stream,
yeah, I guess that was pretty
Extra Life. It was pretty zany.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I feel tonight like I've been away for a long time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, part of it is, I think, well, for me, I feel a sense of home, like in Dex Dalton.
Yeah. Maybe it's
playing
the
a character
Strange in
that I
general.
know a little bit. Yeah, and the Strange. Like the Strange is a certain vibe because like even like what is another silly one that we've done recently? Like even the one-shot dungeons, like they're fun, but they're limited universe.
That's true. Maybe
Whereas
I feel
the
like
Strange
I'm
is
home
very
because it's
open. Like
yeah.
you can have like an impulsive idea and be like, okay, I'm gonna say that and then make it work because in the Strange you can just figure shit out.
That's true. And I do feel like I'm back into the world that we've built. I'm back into the meta. You know what I mean? Things connect here. So maybe that is it. Maybe it's because we're actually back into one of the worlds that we've spent so much time in.
It's true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Although Bjorn said, I don't know, man, for some reason it feels really long this week. The last stream, since the last stream this week, caught myself thinking that a couple times this week. So maybe it's just one of those weeks.
Feels really long, like slow.
And slow. Maybe. I had a really busy weekend, and I'm going to have a really busy this weekend. A great weekend coming up, but a really busy one. So.
Oh, I thought you meant the stream feels long. Felt like
no.
Like
I think he meant like long since last stream.
It's been a while. It feels like it's been a while since last week. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a long time. Blah 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 blah. That was like a weird key. It was not right at all. Anyway, let's do this. I think we're ready.
It was A.
Well,
it was D minor. Yeah. Music.
I think I did like a minor.
Music be the food of love.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we return to the daring deeds of Dr. Dex Dalton. Connor Tonyale takes you by the hand and leads you over to the main deck as the crowd disperses. Some children begin swabbing the deck, some begins playing dice against one of the wood boards next to the dead captain. And Connor sort of just breathes this heavy sigh and points towards the captain. Dead Captain Roberts. He was quite a captain, he was. We've had him since we were 5. Lucky we were. He taught many of us how to read and how to go potty. But all that is in the past now. On to bigger and better. Thank you for helping us, Dex. It's been a bit of a madhouse for the past day or so. Trying to figure out who the next captain is quite a daunting deed. What is that?
Maybe it's a daunting deed that Dr. Dex Dalton can figure out.
Delighted. There's something in your pocket, and out pops Prodi. Hello, it's me. I'm Dex's friend, Prodi. And he sort of steps out and grows to sort of the size of an 8-year-old. And the man sort of looks at you and says, right, you're an old creature. Oh, thank you.
Oh, you go ahead, Prodi. He's talking to you.
Right. Okay, Dix, I'm going to just walk around a little bit. And he walks around and he starts, hello, I'm Prodi.
Why don't you, like, why don't you try to, like, tie him up? I mean, I'm not telling you to, but I'm just wondering why you tied me up and then, like, he showed up and...
No, I like him. He seems nice. Anyway, so over there we have, and you've already sort of met him a little bit, Tommy Cutthroat Shriek. He's tough as nails and a little bit mischievous, but right now, frankly, he's twisting a few of the arms to get the most votes, so I'd watch out for him. And he points to the guy with the eye patch that was sort of stabbing you with the sword. He was sort of the loudest, the roar, sort of pushing you off the boat earlier.
Right, yeah.
And he's, again, about maybe 9 years old. He's got a scruff scar on his face, eye patch. He's sort of wearing a captain's hat, it looks like, but it's sort of a bit rotted. Over there is Glory Galliard. She is quite the charismatic one. She's not too bright, but ever so confident, and definitely has the ears of more than a few men. Little boys, I should say. And he points over, and there's this young girl, again, 8 or 9, sitting on these bales of what?
I'm picturing Darla.
Darla. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. She's got short brown hair, and she's talks like this, or it's not British, but talks like this, and sitting on barrels of ropes with sort of all these other girls and boys around her. And she's very charismatic. She just sort of exudes this confidence. And finally, you got Bertram Longfellow. Kind, smart, timid, but bit of a wanker, to be honest. And he kind of points over, and there's this, again, this kid with the blonde parted hair and little glasses, and he's sort of just leaning over a ledger. And Connor looks back towards and says, whoever you decide to support means our livelihood. I mean, obviously, each person's got their own benefits. Mr. Timid, yeah, he'll probably keep us on track, but it might be a bit boring. That Glory Gilliard, I mean, we get some good fun with her in charge. And, you know, Tommy, we'd be real pirates with Tommy at the helm, but ultimately, it's up to you. And then, once you decide who of these three is most fit to be captain, you got to win over the bullies, the pips, and the sippers. But you come back to me at that point, and I'll let you know what's up. What you say? You up for the challenge, Dex?
It's either this or the plank, right?
Right. So good luck. And he turns around and he begins walking over to some blocks, and he starts playing with blocks.
All right.
With some of the babies, because it's all different ages. There's like pirate babies. There's like a Henry-aged pirate, and he's got like a onesie with like pirate stuff on it. He's got like little baby scars, and he's like playing with blocks, and it's fucking adorable. My heart is so.
Yeah, I listen in on their conversation.
Right? And he's like walk, and he's like picking up block, and he's like pirate, and he like has a sword, and he's like fucking chopping at like some frog to death, because they're like evil pirates still, right? Anyway.
Right. Yeah, and then it gets a little windy at one point.
Definitely. So you got Bertram Longfellow, Glory Gilliard, and Tommy Cutthroat Shriet.
Yeah, so first things first.
And Prodi walks over to you and is like,
"How's it going, Dix? I met a lot of these people. They seem small."
They are small, Prodi.
Yes, but they seem small in the brains too. Not like you, but small.
Not sure how to take that.
I mean, they like they're not big yet.
Yeah, they're children, Dex.
What does that mean, children?
That they're like they've spent less time alive than I have.
They did?
Dead?
They did?
Are they dead?
You mean we did before you?
I can't tell. No, they weren't. No, they were. Well, no, they just didn't exist, and then they were born, and then see, like I'm a certain age, and it took me a certain amount of time to grow into the person that I am. I didn't just grow.
Haha, you're funny, Dix.
and he turns around and starts walking towards the side.
It's Dex.
Yes.
All right. Guess I should figure this out. Yeah, let me Hey, what's Tommy doing?
Who?
Tommy.
Are you talking to me or
No, I'm talking to you. Yeah. What is I look for Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy is over sort of with a bunch of other similar scallywags, and they are loading cannons into
Just loading cannons and just firing them.
loading small cannons into larger cannons. So they're like taking these tiny cannons, taking the wooden wheels off, so it's sort of like a spike, and they're putting that cannon into a cannon, and they're firing it. Yeah,
And it goes like 10 feet.
and they're laughing.
Hey, what's going on over here?
What do you want? I was this close to walking you off the plank and watching you get eaten by a vicious dolphin. Yar.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for not doing that. Do you want to be captain?
Yar. I'm the most fitting pirate captain here.
What makes you say that?
And the other people around him laugh.
Look at me. I got the gruff voice, I got the eye patch, and I'm not afraid to kill.
Okay, that's pretty good pirate talk. What about how much treasure have you found?
I found plenty of treasure. Found
Yeah?
even two. Yar.
Oh, good. Okay, that's important. That's an important checklist. I mean, there's more to being a pirate, as we were talking about, than just killing and pillaging. But you seem to have that down. You definitely have the killing part down.
Yar.
Judging by how you weren't hesitating at all to throw me off that plank.
Nar.
So I mean, like, I'm in a very fortunate situation here right now. If I were to choose you as captain and convince everybody that you should be the captain, I'd be putting you in charge, right? That would be my job, right?
Yar. Yes, you would. And you'd be making the right choice. And if you
Right,
made
so-
the wrong choice, you wouldn't be too happy with it. Yar.
So if I made the right choice, would I still walk the plank?
Let me put it to you this way. You're better be choosing my ear. Because if you don't, I'm gonna make sure you're walking that plank. You're
But
guard
if you're
to
not
me.
the captain, how can you make sure? Like, if I choose someone else, then
And he sort of points to his boys, and these two 8-year-olds walk up beside you.
All you need is a quiet corner, and I'll slit your throat. Yar understand me? Buddy boy.
And he's like much shorter than you, right? Too, and he's a kid. It's like, but he's done no lack of confidence in threatening you.
so if you slit my throat, then how are you going to make me walk the plank?
Yar. You'll be dead is all I'm saying. Make me
Oh,
captain,
okay.
or I'm gonna kill you.
Can you make that clearer?
Um,
No, I think I get it. Okay, so if you
captain or death?
yeah, captain,
Yar.
dead, or not? Yeah, but if I live, do I get to be like first, third mate, second mate?
If you live. If you live. If you live, you can find us the booty you promised, and we'll let you live.
All right, so if I okay, all right. Tommy Sheath.
Tommy
who
cut
are your friends here?
sheet. What?
What's that? What?
What'd you ask me?
Oh, who are your friends here? I want to meet them.
This here is Charlie, and this here is Borman.
Which one seems nicest? Which one do you think is the nicest?
You're neither of them. They're both evil cutthroats like me. Yeah.
And I look at them.
And one says, "Yeah, well, we're evil cutthroats, White Tom."
You. All right. Let's go talk.
And Tommy steps forward and says,
You don't need to talk to Charlie here.
"Give me a charisma roll."
All right. I'll do that. And I
And
won't
you got
push on
Prodi
this
too,
guy.
remember?
Right. I'm just gonna roll. Oh, it's a natural one.
Yeah, he's like,
You're better leave, or I'm gonna start using the curse words.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't want to hear those.
That voice was hurting.
Thank you.
Yar.
Ciao. Where can I find Glory? Oh, I'll find her, I'm sure. All right. Good luck with your cannon firing.
"Yar!" And they start going back to it and firing cannons and blowing things up and farting. Yeah, and you turn around, you see sort of near the back of the ship, next to sort of the entrance to the under area, you see some big piles of wound rope and some provisions and barrels, and sort of stretched out on top is this young girl that looks like Darla, with sort of curly brown hair, and she's got a parrot on her shoulders, and she's sort of surrounded by these almost sycophantic 7-year-olds that are all like, yeah, Glory, totally. And she sort of sees you approaching and says, "Well, hello, welcome to the Glory's Bounty."
The Glory's Bounty. Is that what you're naming the ship if you become captain? I'm Dex.
Hi.
You must be Glory Gaillard.
That's my name.
You've got a parrot, I see.
Yes,
Parakeet?
this is Squeakers, my little parakeet.
Well, that's very piratey of you, I must say, having a parrot on your shoulder. Yeah, so I had a few questions for you, if you didn't mind answering
Of
them
course,
for
of
me.
course. Obviously, I know that you are interviewing the people for the
Yes.
captain position. I just want you to know
Yeah.
that I think I know what's best for this little boat.
Okay, yeah, and what do you think is best for the boat?
Look, between you and I, and my friends here, we all just want to be friendly. Look, pirates can cutthroat and steal all they want, but at the end of the day, we're just kids playing pirate ship. And I understand that these kids, well, they need to be treated as kids. They need to go to bed early sometimes. They need to be fed. They need to be washed. I'm not keen to sail from port to port, causing mischief and killing innocent people. We just want to play pretend out on the high seas. And with me in charge, our bellies are going to stay full. Our pockets will stay plump, and our friendships will remain strong.
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, it sounds like you've got a very level-headed view of this whole pirating situation. Now, what if, what if other pirates were to come after you? What would you do?
Oh, believe me, I know how to keep our investments secure. Look, Tommy Cutthroat Street is not a bad person. He's just not a leader. He's a tool. He's the kind of person you use to defend yourself when something comes along. The dead Captain Roberts, he knew that too.
He knew that too?
Yeah, he also knew how to use Tommy.
Oh, I see. So do you know how to use Tommy?
Of course. Tommy has no ill will towards me. That's why I want to keep him around. But I don't want him in charge. With Tommy in charge, he's going to be running around, cutting the heads off of innocent people and guilty people alike. You saw him brandishing that sword and pushing you off. And look, I have nothing wrong with Bertram either, but he's an egghead. He's good at running the numbers and making the logical call. With me in charge, we get a little bit of fun, we get to be pirates, and everyone gets to be safe.
Well, that's a really great argument. I mean, that sounds fair. I'm just gonna write that down here. Yeah, and so I'm curious. I mean, Tommy made a threat to my life. I mean, I'm sure you are aware, he always does. I'm curious, if I were to put you in charge, what would my fate look like?
If I was in charge?
If you were in charge, I mean, like, I'm in charge of picking the captain, apparently. So if I were to say, hey, I think that the Glory is going to be the best, what would you do regarding me and the whole Plank and Dolphin Maw situation?
And as she sort of smiles, Squeakers on her corner says, "Give me a kiss, give me a kiss." And she's like, "Oh, 1 second." And she turns, and the bird kisses her. And she's like, Squeakers likes you. Well, I would let you go. I don't see why you're even here. You're not needed here. I mean, obviously, I would let you fulfill your booty requirements, so to speak. But beyond that, I would let you go.
All right. Yeah. And then Tommy, would you do anything about Tommy if he tried to, slit my throat?
Well, I mean, Tommy is up to his own devices, and as I said, he is useful. So I would see what I could do with him. Maybe tell him to leave you alone, but unfortunately I wouldn't be able to guarantee anything. But obviously that's the way these things go. If you're leaving, I have to make sure Tommy's happy.
Right. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much. Where can I find Mr. Longfellow?
Bertram's over there, going over the numbers like a big egghead.
Okay, well, I mean, numbers are important. You
Of
know that I
course.
won the math award of my school year.
No, good for you. I'm sure you and Bertram will have a lot to talk about, and make sure you don't step and poop on the way over.
Okay, I'll be sure. I'm sure there's lots of poop on the deck. And I turn around and I start walking over to Bertram.
And you walk over and you see Bertram, a small, timid-looking boy with blonde hair, sort of leaning on a crate. And he's looking at some books.
What you looking at? Pardon me, sorry.
Oh, I forget what his accent was. I did it so long ago.
What's kind of
Oh, nothing. Just the books, financials, and such.
Can I take a look?
Of course, if you like. And
Sure.
he hands it
Okay.
to
Yeah.
you.
Just so you know, I mean, I was awarded higher mathematics and am trained in standard and higher mathematics. Action to observe. That's what they call
That's
it.
amazing. Here you go. He hands it over to you.
I have a field medal. See, look at this. And I pull out it's more of a ribbon than a medal.
Oh, that's very
and
good.
it says Fields Medal recognizing achievements in math. See?
I see it. It's a pretty medal.
So I know math. I'm gonna look at these books.
Well, it's
Looking at them now.
It's a map, so it's not quite the numbers.
Oh, what do you see on this map here?
Well, that's where we are. I'm just charting a course, and you know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to talk to me. I know that you're not going to vote for me for captain.
Why wouldn't I?
Because I'm not going to give these people what they want.
What are you gonna give the people?
Listen, this band of youngins is not without a home. We all agreed many years ago that we would sail out on the open sea as a bit of a gag. I don't think a lot of us realized how serious it was. All of these children have parents that are missing them. If I was in charge of the ship, I would sail home and let the children know that their parents love them and miss them. Give them a chance to be reunited with their families. Many of these children are brash and bold and try to put on a brave face so that the other children don't judge them, don't let them know that they're missing. And yet I hear them crying in their bunks at night for their mothers. These people are 8 years old, 7 years old. Some of these are babies. I haven't seen my own parents in years, and I desperately miss them. I was just about to convince dead Captain Roberts of this, to turn us back home. In fact, I think that's why he was murdered.
Can you explain that a little bit?
Dead Captain Roberts and I were this close to turning the ship around and sailing back to our home port, reuniting these children with their parents, giving them a sense of home for once. Now, of course, those who didn't want could sail back out onto the open seas, but those of us who wanted to be home once again would have a chance to be home. But someone didn't like this, and I highly, highly suspect that it was in fact Glory who slipped that crab into his morning cup of joe to snip his tongue to death.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. That's horrible. Yeah, I get a vibe from Glory.
Look,
Well, I mean,
Tommy
it sounds
wants
like
to
your
be
heart's in the right
the
place.
pirates that we've read in Fable. Glory wants to be a peaceful pirate, but I want to go home. And it's the most unpopular decision. But I also feel like I speak for those that don't have a voice, for the children that are bullied into feeling that this is the only life for them.
Okay. Well, you're right about one thing. I'm not going to vote for you.
I know, and that's okay.
But I am going to get you home.
Oh.
You and all the other kids on this ship who want to go home, I'm going to make it happen. I feel like voting for you is not the way to do that.
How are you going to get it to happen?
You'll see. Follow my lead. All right, everybody. Ready to gather around? Prodi, what are you doing up there?
He's like all the way up at the mast, and he's like touching
In the crow's nest?
He's reaching. There's like a literal crow's nest at the very, very top, and he's reaching in, and he's got like a crow egg and half a crow wing out of his mouth. He's like, "Oi, Dex, I'm trying these delicious eggs," and he starts crawling down. And he does, and then as he like gets halfway down, he shrinks to like this big and jumps off, and his little wings that spread out from the side, like a squirrel, and he's like,
Yeah.
and he flies down, then he comes back to full size in front. He's like, "Hi, Dix, these eggs are delicious." And everyone starts gathering around, and Connor sort of walks up to you and says, "Do you have the decision of what you're going to do? Remember, you have to still convince everyone that it's the right call." And this is a little bit more Scottish than I remember being, but it's not
Right.
Connor anymore, it's someone else.
So do I
Connor's
have
going
to- wait,
to
do I-
I'm his brother, Edgar.
Do I have to convince everybody like before I make the decision?
Well, I mean, hold on, everyone.
I guess I should speak with them. Who did you say I should speak with first?
And the crowd's like, "Oh," and they start partying again. And Connor walks over and he says, "Listen, what's British? That's not British. That's Scottish. What's British?"
British is very
Yes, that's right.
smiling, a
Yes.
stiff upper lip.
That's right. So he says, "Listen, have you chosen one of the captains to be the captain?"
I have chosen one, but I haven't convinced anybody if they're going to vote for them.
Well, that's okay. Who have you chosen?
Glory.
All right. So here's the thing. You'll have to convince everyone else now. Now, the remainder of this crew is split up into 3 distinct groups. You got the bullies, and the camera sort of sweeps across the deck and shows you the back deck. And Tommy is sort of in this group. These are the bruisers, the big brutish men, the strong sword fighting and the ship's right arm and gunners. And it sort of sinks through all these muscly, sweaty young boys. That sounds weird. They're like fencing with each other and like doing arm wrestles and loading the cannons and firing them. If you want to win these over, you got to use strength, brutishness. You're going to have to beat them at their own game of strength. Then you got the pips. And the camera again swirls and starts swimming across the poop deck, and it comes to this sort of more heady gentleman, and they're all sort of sitting there flipping through decks of cards and looking over numbers and sort of studying the compasses. These are Bertram's people, more or less. If you want to get on their side, you're going to have to beat them in a logic game, maybe a riddle, or try to outsmart them. They appreciate brains over brawn. That's how you'll get them. And then finally, you got the sippers. And then the camera again spins up and comes back down below deck to sort of the kitchen grog area, and you see a bunch of sort of social charismatic drinkers smashing glasses. And these are more glorious type of people, the drinkers. If you want to beat them, you might have to beat them in a drinking game. And believe me, this stuff, even though they're young, is pretty strong. And then the camera spins back up and comes towards Connor, who's like leaning over a barrel. Talk to each one of these groups. If you can convince them to vote for the person that you're going, then you're going to have the majority. Remember, it has to be unanimous, so you have to win each of these people's support. Any questions?
No, I think that's all pretty clear. Do you have any questions, Prodi?
Yes, are there any more crow's eggs?
No, there's no more crow's eggs. Listen, you don't have to win this particularly legally. I don't know much about you, but I've noticed your lizard friend here can shrink and grow. I don't know how many tricks you have up your sleeve, but all you need to do is win them, no matter how. Good luck. And Connor sort of steps away and goes, puts on a bib and like starts eating a yogurt. And he starts ordering the babies to like do work. I want to see all these pirate babies like curling rope and stuff. I just miss my son.
He's like sitting in the middle of a rope pile, just like
Yeah, exactly.
hoist the sails.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah. Walk.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So you got the
So,
bullies, the pips, and the sippers.
First, I think I'll go to the sippers. Now, what did he say about the sippers?
He said that the sippers are sort of the socialites, the drinkers.
Right.
And he said one of the ways you could beat them is to beat them in a drinking game to win their favor.
Right.
But you don't have to. There are many ways to beat the sippers. Many ways. Each one of these groups sort of is a clique within the hierarchy of this. So the sippers are the socials, the charismatics, the talkers. The pips are the nerds, the logical people, and the bullies are the strength. So you can beat them however you want.
So I'm making my way over to the sippers, and then I realize that I don't want to be drunk for all the rest of the challenges. So I spin around, and I go to the pips, which would require the most amount of sobriety, I feel.
And you walk up to the pips, and there are about 3 or 4 of them, and they're leaning over the compass, and they're like looking at it and be like,
Yes, but if true north is true north, then south is only below it.
and one of the other ones like,
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
and one of the others
That's
is like,
that's pretty funny.
You're that doctor. Are you a physician or a doctor is something else?
You know, nobody's ever asked me that before. Everybody just assumes that I'm a doctor of medicine, which I am. But thank you for asking. That's really sweet.
oh, so you're a doctor of medicine?
Yeah. Yes. Well, I mean, kind of. I mean, I don't officially have my PhD, but I heal people. I'm good at healing people. So, I mean, I can consider myself a doctor. Not conventional medicine, have you? But, you know, medicine nonetheless. If you're healing people, it's medicine. Am I right?
Have you ever worked at a hospital?
No. No, I never. I was actually going to apply to med school, but then I had a kind of a run-in with my dad. There was a cake and anyways, yeah. So nope, never have, never.
Right. So you're the one that is choosing the next captain. So who did you choose?
Yes. It's a good question. Who do you think I chose?
If I could make the logical deduction, it would be one of 3 options. The least of all being Bertram.
And like just like foaming snot is like coming out of this guy's mouth.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're deducing away. Who do you think I picked, Sherlock?
Well, obviously, you picked Glory. She is, without a doubt, the most golden-tongued of the 3.
Oh, well, it seems like you might have a thing for this golden tongue of hers.
Oh, no, I'm so gay.
And they all sort of laugh
okay.
around each other and kiss. And so they look to you and say,
You obviously want our votes, so how do you propose you'll win our favor?
Hey, I don't know if Bertram told you, but I have a field medal for my achievements in math.
Well, let me
Higher
get
math.
something that suits it. No, yes. Here's an arrowroot cookie. Good job.
And all the other nerds around start laughing.
Thank you.
That was meant to be sarcastic.
Well, I love arrowroot cookies, so sarcasm was lost on me. So are you gonna like give me a riddle or like a math problem, or you just
You
gonna
have
look
to
at me
win
with that?
our favor. Why would I give you something?
Yeah, well, why don't you give me like a hard riddle, and if I answer it, then you guys vote for me because I mean, like, you know, you'll be impressed by my intellectual prowess. Pardon me.
And they turn around.
Let us confer.
And they turn around and they begin talking to each other. Man, these are hurting my face to play nerds this nerdy.
You're getting those teeth in there good. I don't know. Can I even do that?
Can you do that? Oh my God.
And he turns around and he says,
I'll give you one, and we'll see how well you can do. But my reading voice is a bit sick, so Eric here will read it.
and the guy steps up and he's like, "You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy. What am I?"
You have a few minutes, I guess.
And Eric turns around.
Say it again.
I posted it in chat. You can read it.
You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy. Huh. Any ideas, Prodi?
Is it a crow's egg?
Oh, God. All right. You
Say
measure
it
my
again.
life
Maybe
in
I can help.
hours.
What was it again?
You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. What expires?
Milk. Is this milk?
Milk expires. I don't think it's milk. I serve
Cheese?
you by expiring.
Is it an
expired
egg?
Date? It's not an egg. I'm quick when I'm thin. What is thin?
That runner, that Donovan
You saying
Bailey?
Bolt? Donovan Bailey is thin. Is it Don? No, it's not. Well, Donovan Bailey is quick when he's thin and slow when he's fat. What is fat? Fat.
Feet. Is
Oh, it's
it
on the tip of my tongue.
big pig?
I don't think it's a big pig. You measure my life in hours, and I serve
Is it
you
the
by
whole we do?
expiring. What?
Is that the whole thing?
But a pig? That's the whole thing. The wind is my enemy. The wind is my
Wind
enemy.
is my enemy. Like,
Yes.
is it how? Maybe it's something that goes when that something.
Slow when I'm fat.
Wood
Serve you by
stops when the
expiring.
wind blows.
I mean, fire.
What's a fire?
My life in hours, and I serve you by expiring.
Could it be a?
Fires.
Could it be a matchstick, or something with fire?
Oh, yeah. Quick when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat. Something. Yes. Wind is my enemy. You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. Like a torch or a match, like a thick match.
Ooh,
The wind is my enemy.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
What? What?
I could go for another crow's egg.
You're wasting time, Prodi.
Oh,
You measure my life in hours.
Maybe it's one of those things that you light at fancy dinner parties, and you did the thing.
You measure my life in hours.
And
A
you.
candle? I serve you.
That's
by
the thing.
excitement.
That's the one you said it was. When you lit the
Candle?
red thing. I don't know. Maybe that's it.
Quick when I'm thin and slow when I'm fat. Oh yeah, that's true. The wind is my enemy. Yeah.
Do you have the answer yet, Doctor?
I'm gonna do an intelligence roll,
Sure.
just to see whether or not candle is the right answer.
Sure.
How confident does Dr. Dex feel about this answer? All right, so I got a 9.
It feels pretty confident. Prodi feels really confident.
All right. I'm gonna go with a candle.
Lucky guess.
And then all the other kids sort of go,
Fine, but one more riddle. Tell it to him, Eric.
and Eric steps up again. And Eric is like a nerd, but like a well-built nerd. Well-built nerd.
Yeah.
I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I?
A map.
You got it too quickly, Theodora.
Ha! Fine. Fine.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Here, I'm just gonna. You guys can pass this around if you want. Actually, no. I pull out my like medal, and then I see all like the snot running from his face. And I'm like, oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, okay. So, hey, but since you guys are so smart, I have a question for you. Would you think like maybe like you could help me out? I mean, you know a lot about this ship, and you guys see it from a rationalistic kind of point of view. The sippers. What how do you gain their favor? Have you guys figured that out yet?
If we knew that, we wouldn't be such outcasts.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. All right, what about the bullies? How do you deal with them?
You get hit by them.
All right, I guess yeah, all right. Well, thanks for the info. Nice meeting you both, all of you, and keep up the great work. I mean, I'm
Who
looking
said
forward
we're
to working
voting
with
for
you on
what
the
you
navigation.
want us to?
What's that?
Who said you're voting? We're voting for you.
No, not for me. For Glory.
Well, you only answered 2 riddles.
Oh, do you want me to answer another one?
I think one more.
Okay, all right. I'll answer one more.
It's gonna be tough.
And they turn around.
If you answer this riddle, we have all agreed to vote for Glory.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do.
Eric.
And Eric walks up. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?
I speak without a mouth.
And he turns around and they all start making out.
I have no body, but I come alive with wind. Oh God, I have no body.
Oh, Dix, I feel like we've been here for like 20 years. It's been so long.
Has it been 20 years already, Prodi?
Yes, Dix, I feel so old. My skin is all
Well-
scaly and dry.
Prodi, I'm trying to answer. I'm trying to think of a riddle here.
What
I
riddle?
speak
Is
without
that
a
what
mouth.
he said again?
And
you want me to help again?
Okay, listen to this, Prodi. I speak without a mouth,
Yes.
and I hear without ears.
Yes.
I have no body,
Mm.
but I come alive with wind.
Yes. Is it a bird?
No, it's not a bird. Birds have
Yes.
mouths.
But birds go in the wind like this.
Yeah, but they also have bodies.
Right. Speaks without a mouth. Maybe
Speaks
it's
without a
those
mouth.
things. Oh, I know. It's when you talk like this. Because you don't have a mouth. It's when I say he dicks.
Silence.
It's me, but I don't say anything because it's dicks. No mouth,
The lips.
dicks. It's me. Can the answer
get it.
be when you close your mouth real quick?
Like a stop, like a.
Yes. Ooh, and you hear without ears. Dicks, maybe the answer is when you say something and go like this. Dicks, listen. Because then I don't have a mouth. I'm not listening.
Wait, what? What? You don't have a mouth. You're not listening. Silent, like a silence, but no, silence doesn't speak. That is, I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?
I don't know, dicks. Maybe it's like. Maybe it's when you say something and then it says it again.
Like
that
a,
thing.
speak without a mouth, hear without ears. But I come alive with wind. Like an echo?
Yes, that's the thing. But like also saying echo and then shutting your mouth so it doesn't show up really small like this, and then closing your ears so you don't hear. I think it's that too. Can the answer be an echo said by a man who closes his mouth and shuts his ears real quick? Can that be the answer? Can it be long?
Deaf man with an echo. I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. All right, I'm gonna do an intelligence roll.
Sure.
I gotta use edge on this.
Sure.
So I'm down to 14 strength or 14 intelligence.
Okay.
Oof! But I lowered it 1
Ooh.
point.
Luckily, Prodi's pretty confident it is an echo.
Oh, okay. It is an echo. Okay. Great. So
Time's
say-
up, Dr. Dex Dalton.
that took me a while. Is it an echo?
Is it a what?
An echo. Like a hey.
Yes, I know what an echo is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is. Fine, we'll vote for glory.
Great.
Ugh.
All right. Thanks, guys.
And they all turn around, and as you walk away, they fart. And you walk out to the poop deck as Prodi comes behind you.
That was good. It was almost
good.
as good as a crow's egg.
Well, I mean, that was mostly you, Prodi. Way to go. Good job.
Dix, we're a team. It was both of us.
And he hugs you from behind.
I love you, Dex.
And he shrinks as he's hugging you.
That's nice. Thanks, Prodi. All right. Bullies next.
Sure. And you walk up, and the bullies are sort of fencing in the back, and then like one's fencing with a really nice rapier, and the other one's like just hitting with the club. Boom, boom, and you walk up and like, what do you want?
I want to show you how it's done. Give me that club.
Oh, hey Tim, he wants to fight. And this guy walks up and he's like, Oh, so you want to fight the bullies, eh?
No, I didn't say I wanted to fight. I don't want to fight anybody.
Well, you
But
said you want to show us how
you guys ever heard of baseball?
baseball? Listen, the bullies don't play baseball. The bullies fight. You want to fight a
bullies-
bully? You gotta fight a bully.
Bullies hit things with bats. Am I right?
Bullies hit people with bats. That's right, George. Bullies hit people.
Bullies
with bats.
also hit. I think bullies are probably into sports too. A lot of them.
Well, I don't know what you mean by sports, but I mean,
Baseball.
what is a baseball?
It's a small ball that you can hit with a bat.
Look, what do you want, mister? Aren't you the one picking the captain?
Yeah, I am. So I came to tell you guys that hey, you know what? I haven't decided yet who I'm gonna vote for. Tommy, it's you and Gloria. You guys are up there. What do you think of Gloria, Tommy?
Glory's an asshole.
Glory. You think she's an asshole?
Glory's an asshole.
He says,
Hey, whoa! You said you weren't gonna bring out those swear words.
I said arsehole.
Tommy's sort of like at the back. He's like with them, but he's not the main people you need to convince here.
Gotcha.
So just hang
All right.
back.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you guys can beat me at a strength competition, I'll vote for Tommy. But if I beat you, then I get to decide who do you vote for. How does that sound?
And they all turn around and begin talking.
Dix, that's a bad idea. They're really strong looking. Look at their muscles. They're so big. Look at that one, muscles.
Yeah, I know. That one's got lots of muscles. I don't have many muscles. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying they're going to beat you in strength. Do you have a trick up your sleeve?
I might.
Are you winking? Why are you winking at me? Is he winking?
Yes,
I
yes,
can't
yes.
see.
I do have it.
Are
I
you
have it.
winking,
Yes.
Dex?
Okay, Prodi. I have a trick up my sleeve.
Dex, is your eye winking? Is everything all right?
How do you know the phrase? Do you have a trick up your sleeve
Dix?
without knowing what
Dix?
winking means?
Is your
Get-
eye
stop,
okay?
Get out of here! Get out of here! Stop, Prodi.
Yes.
Yes,
Do
I
you
have a
want me to
trick
sh-
up my sleeve.
Do you want
I'm
me
trying
to
to be
sit down
subtle.
and go
That's why
into your
when
eye?
I wink. I'm trying to be subtle.
I'm sorry, Dix. He's
just
trying
like-
to be subtle.
No.
Everyone, never mind. This was a wink. I got you,
All right.
Dix.
And he like one of his giant eyes like
I wink
Don't do
too.
that. It doesn't. I didn't even know you had.
all
eyes.
right. Yeah, all right. We've I mean, I think he's in New York or something. Yeah, we've talked about it and all right. Yeah. We'll take you up on your offer. You
All right,
win, we'll vote for who you want for. We win, you vote for Tommy here. But you also got to get everybody else to vote for Tommy here too. Huh?
All right, I'll try.
Is it a deal or what? And he sticks out his hand.
It's a deal.
It is a deal because we have a trick up our sleeve. It's okay.
Yeah.
Say that.
Good for you.
It's all right, Dix. We can shake his hand because we're going to trick him.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know. Okay.
so what do you have proposing here?
All right. So, club.
He hands over the club.
All right. Oh, and so I grab like a little ball. It's a cannonball, a little cannonball that's sitting there, a light one.
Yep.
And I stick it on one of the posts on the staircase leading up to the helm.
Yep.
And I wind up and I say, person who can hit the cannonball the furthest wins the bet. And I just like do this demonstration where I hit the ball and just send it like 15 feet into the water and it splashes and say, Yeah, if you can hit it farther than me, then that was just a test, by the way. I was just showing you demonstration. But if you hit it farther, then I'll get everybody to vote for Tommy.
And they all laugh. Yeah, all right. It sounds good. Hey, show him what's up, Boomer. And this big kid, Boomer, stands up from the back and he starts walking like almost on all fours. Boomer hit ball. And he walks over and he grabs the bat from you like with two hands. He's like,
he's got like one buck tooth.
Yeah, one buck tooth. And he's like,
bald, like a curly Q. So before he swings to hit it,
yeah,
I'm going to activate Move Things with Your Mind. It's 2 intellect points, which brings me down to 12. And I'm going to try to pull the ball back a little bit.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, ready?
You're going to pull the ball back?
Yeah, so like when he hits it, it's going to go a certain distance. I'm going to try and make it less than what it would naturally be.
Interesting way to go about this. But fair enough. Yeah, give me a roll then. It's going to be tough because it's like basically stopping a bullet.
So once activated, your power has an effective might pool of 10, a might edge of 1, and an effort of 2. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 points of effort, and that's going to cost me 5 of this might pool.
Yeah.
And you can use it to move objects, push objects, and so on, using your own action each time. Okay?
Okay. Can I make a suggestion?
What's that?
Because I think this is a good idea, but I think you're going about it in a weird way. Rather than stop his ball, why not just make your ball go so much further?
I'm doing both.
Oh, okay. Because
so I'm going to I'm going to pull his back and then send mine further.
Gotcha. Okay. Go for it. It's going to be, because he's basically like firing it, right? So it's going to be challenging. And you're going to lower the difficulty?
I've lowered it 2 difficulties.
Okay, so 9 or higher then.
9 or higher?
Yeah.
50-50. Boom, it's a 12.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, he brings like, wham! And he fires the thing off, and it goes out. And it sort of, you catch it in your mind, and it starts getting resistance. And it only gets about maybe 30 feet past the boat, and it plunks straight down to the water. And, not really knowing how far it could even go, everyone's kind of like, yeah. Thinking, it's not really good. And Prodi's like,
Dex, did you do the thing? That was not very good. He's going to wallop us. Should I start killing?
All right. Okay. Where's another ball, Prodi?
It's over there by your feet.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Prodi's just like standing on the steps, not moving.
All right, that was pretty good. Good job, Boomer. That was very impressive. Okay.
Boomer smack.
Normally you'd see me doing this in a baseball cap, but unfortunately, this witch, when she transported me, I lost my baseball cap, and I've been looking for a new one. So if anybody sees a baseball cap lying around, I'd love
Dex,
to buy it off you.
Just to point out, Doctor, that if you don't hit this ball farther than our boy Boomer there, you're voting for Tommy. We're all voting for Tommy. And you got to convince everyone else to vote for Tommy. But if you somehow manage to beat Big Boomer, you got to vote for glory.
While he's talking, I'm going to swing and hit the bat. And I'm going to use 2 effort again on the last 5 might that I've got in that pool.
I'm not going to make you need to roll for this. You just have to spend the effort.
Okay, perfect. So I spend the effort and edge again.
Perfect. Yeah, because this is different. Like you don't even have to hit it if you don't want to. You just cast it as far as you want. And
it goes up. Swing to make it look like I did.
No, totally. But it goes, and it fires well beyond his, and everyone's just like slack jaw.
Dex, you tricked them. You did it good.
And he walks down and he's like, ha, ha,
No. It's nothing. See, you know, all I did was I used the wind, and it wasn't really a trick. It was more just a technicality. Boomer did great. I think my ball definitely went further. Sorry, I'm really distracted by Prodi's dancing. Look at his moves. Wow, look at this guy.
I dance all the time.
I wonder what the soundtrack is like going through his head. I wonder if like someone had a video of this and then put music to it afterwards.
Dix, I'll show you the dance when we get home to the Crimson Host. It's beautiful to dance.
Okay.
I dance with Queenie all the time.
And everyone's sort of slack choices. Yeah, all right, we'll vote for Glory when it comes to it. Let's go, everyone. And they all turn around and walk back slowly to the deck.
Good job, everybody. Good.
Boomer goes and cries. And you see
Jay like goes in the corner with them and is like sobbing.
And just as you turn around, the bottom deck opens up and a guy vomits. Oh, coming back down, and he like leaves it open as he goes back down to the sippers.
Are you guys voting for Glory?
You all come down. They're like, no, I don't think we're gonna vote. I don't really care. We're all sort of all over the place. You gonna join us for a drink?
Yeah, I'm gonna join you for a drink. My God, oh, it's been a long day. Holy crap! I sit down. Wait, what are we drinking?
Cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice. All right. Well, wait, cranberry vodka, cranberry.
No, we're so underage. We're just drinking cranberry juice. I'm getting fucked. Oh.
Whoa. Okay. Well, I mean, I know you guys aren't going to be voting, and quite frankly, why should you? I mean, it's not like the options are really that great. But if we were to be honest, there is a great option, and that's Glory.
Well, I mean, Glory is fine. Yeah, I mean, she can hold a few.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, how many drinks can somebody drink? I mean,
Saber's got 4 apple juices under his belt. Look at him. And you turn over and Saber is like, oh, guys, I'm so high on sugar. And they're like,
all right. So, hey, what about a competition? If I can drink more cranberry juice, apple juice, I mean, you name it, I will drink it. If I can drink more than you can drink, without having to go pee, then you guys are gonna vote, and you're gonna vote for Glory.
This guy is crazy. He thinks he can drink more apple juice and cranberry juice than us, than me, than this guy. He's crazy. Listen, the sippers is not just about the juice. When you drink the juice, you also gotta do the dance.
That reminds me of Andy from The Office.
Yeah, if you can do the dance and then play the game. What are we talking about? If you do the dance, you got it. Dance.
Great. So are we drinking too, or just the dance?
You do a good enough dance, and you got our votes.
Oh, okay. So we're doing this now?
Yeah. Do it right now. And they all start clapping.
Are you showing me? Oh. All right.
But I'll let you dance to your own beat. See those shorts.
Let's see. Oh, I guess I can't play anything. I play something on my phone, but my phone's dead. So
I can just put on music, but you won't be able to hear it.
well, I can put on music too, but it's. I'm worried about copyright.
Yeah, that's true. You just dance to a funky beat, and we'll just watch.
Yeah. Whoa! Prodi, do you see that? You see that, Prodi?
Dix, that was amazing. That was phenomenal. Look at them.
And the guys are like, oh, dude, that was the fucking best thing I've ever seen in the world. You blew my fucking mind. Oh my god, you have our vote. Who do you want us to vote for?
Glory. Vote for Glory.
Yeah, we'll vote for Glory, of course. That's so cool, dude. You guys showed fucking awesome.
Yes, Dix is really good at dancing. I taught him everything I knew.
Well, not everything. A few things. Hey, this part.
I taught you the lizard hand. Dix, we have the votes. We can go up and talk to your friend now and maybe do your thing that you wanted to do.
Yeah. Let's. Well, hold on. We've got a lot of cardio in that Crimson Host, eh?
Yes? You do a lot of cardio. It's bad. You need to work your heart out.
I know. I need to work out more. Maybe I should get a ladder in my room. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, everybody. Come on. Let's do some democracy here.
And they all follow you back up to the deck, and everyone sort of follows down as Connor sort of walks out, and he's like, all right, Dex, did you speak to everybody? Did you get them all unanimous?
Yes. Yeah, I think we're ready to have a vote.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, gather around. Please, the captains are coming up. Please, everyone stand at the top here. All right, and the three stand near the top. We're going to make this quick and easy. Must be unanimous, so please, let's not be difficult. All those voting for Bertram Longfellow, please raise your hands. And it is empty. All those voting for Tommy Cutthroat Shriet, and it is empty. A few gruff, slightly, but no. And all those voting for Glory Galliard, and every hand shoots up, including Prodi.
I'm voting Dix, is this right?
And
yeah, you're right. Yep.
Connor nods. Very well. That means the new captain is the one and only Glory Galliard. Please greet your new captain with a glorious round of applause. And they all cheer and give a round of applause.
Congratulations, Glory. You did it.
Thank you. I
Did you have any doubts?
couldn't have done it without you.
Well, shucks. Hey, what do you say about finding that treasure?
Yeah. Sure. I guess that makes sense. Whereabouts is it?
Well, I just have to consult the map over back with those pips over there, but we'll start charting a course in due time.
Fair enough, then you can handle it. I trust that you know what's up. And she heads back to her big bale of rope. And as you walk over to the pips, you see Bertram sort of timidly smiling.
All right, Bertram, I hope your pips are on board because we're going to be making a bit of a detour.
What do you mean?
So we're gonna go find some treasure,
Yes.
but it's not the treasure that you're thinking of.
What do you mean?
I'm winking.
You want me to chart a course for home and call it treasure?
Yes. Now, the only way that this is going to work is if your pips are on board. They're the only ones who are going to know what direction we're moving.
They're the ones that want to be home more than anybody.
Well, then this is perfect. If you can get your pips on board, we can turn this ship around, go get some treasure, and anybody who doesn't want to be on this ship can go home to their families.
Thank you, Dex. I can make that happen. And he heads up to the top deck and talks to the pips as the sail raises, people cheer, and the boat begins sailing towards the horizon. And as you and Prodi are sort of left alone for a moment, Prodi turns and says,
Dex, I feel good about this. I think we've helped these people. Should we go home?
Yeah, I hope we have. Let's just wait till we get home, all right? Let's not count our eggs till they've hatched.
"Oh." And he turns around from the top deck and says, "Course is charted. In 7 weeks we should be home."
All right. So, let's wait.
And Tommy is like scraping some wood at the side of the deck, looking at you.
Well, hello there. And here I thought that you and I were going to get along so nicely.
And a loud hum begins. And on the wall next to you and Prodi, the bright violet circle of the portal opens up as Tommy begins walking towards you.
Yeah, what is that bullshit? Oops. Mommy.
And Prodi turns to you and says,
Dex, can we go home now, please?
Yeah, I think it's just about time. All right, bye, Tommy.
Whoop! Bye, everyone. It was nice to eat your crow's eggs.
and Prodi jumps into the portal, and the two of you begin swirling and twirling through a vortex of time. Yes, and everything around you starts swirling, and the heads stretch and pop, and with a thud, the two of you land in the front hall of the Crimson Host. Dust sort of billows as the two of you sort of settle. The large mahogany door, the dark wooden staircases that go up either side, the large grandfather clock with the sort of musty, warped face clicking away, and the large silver platter that sits in the center of the room now houses a large hourglass that's completely empty. And you and Prodi stand up for a moment and dust yourselves off, and before you can speak or turn to each other, you see the hourglass illuminate, and a small speck of sand floats down through the centerpiece and adds one speck of sand to the bottom of the hourglass.
Dex, I think we did one. I think we helped one group of people.
And I move in and stare in through the warped glass at this tiny little speck. This is a big hourglass, Prodi.
Yes. It's going to take a long time to fill.
We're gonna have to help a lot of people.
Yes, we will. Till next time.
And we are going to end it there! Ladies and gentlemen, the daring deeds of Dr. Dex Dalton, episode 1, the end. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great time.
Dix. Good job, Dix. Dix. I love
Oh,
you,
that was
Dix.
a lot of fun. I enjoyed that.
That was fun. That was charming.
It was very charming. I have so many
Charming.
story hooks and things that I wanted to add, but I'm like, save them for the next episode, save them for another episode. Like all
It's
these
so
quirky
easy.
little
It's
things.
so easy to throw like different things, like just like, what is that? That's
know.
interesting.
Maybe 20 years. That was funny.
Jeez.
I love playing games like this because they also come up with like weird, quirky little things that I'm gonna have to write down now.
Little
Be like,
inside
okay,
jokes.
Yeah, remember to say 20 years next time that we play this game because it's Prodi's weird fucking time telling device or ability. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun with tonight's game. I really like this sort of framed it after a children's TV show / just bizarre Guardians of the Galaxy type weirdness. But it is not over until end game experience points. So who should we give it to tonight, Justin?
That is a great question. I wasn't really paying too much attention to the Discord, unfortunately. Oh, you know who I did see a number of posts from at first? Oh, that's the wrong game. There's the guy who said I sounded like Barry White. Who's Ashley Space Brotato?
I have no idea. Who's Ashley Space Brotato?
Are you in the Facebook group, Ashley? I haven't seen you around before, but you were participating nigh the whole game. And by nigh, I mean the whole game.
Ashley has been participating nigh the whole game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I know Ashley. There's also, I think, another new person that joined the chat.
T-Man? T-Man, Master of the Universe?
No, T-Man was your last time. Von Wolf?
Von Wolf.
Yeah.
I mean, I say we give it to a new person.
Definitely.
Because...
Ashley, who are you?
Who are you, Ashley? Are you still watching? Oh, she signed off at 9:54, so maybe she's not watching anymore.
Ugh.
Or he's not watching. Ashley's both.
Ashley's actually one of my favorite names for a man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because
Ashley what?
Ashley Williams. Ashley J. Williams from Evil Dead. That's his name.
Ash, right?
Ash. Best thing is also his middle name is Joanna. So his full name is Ashley Joanna Williams. It's so good. I love it.
Ashley Joanna Williams.
Such a good name. Yeah, I guess Ashley's gone.
Well,
I mean, still give it to Ashley.
Let's give it to Ashley. I'm gonna write it down, and when Ashley, why don't we tag her?
Yeah.
Bjorn, if you're still watching, would you be able to tag Ashley?
Yeah.
And just congratulate her.
Blood for the blood god. Shout out to Chronicle Brewing Company again, Johnny, for hanging out with us. I miss these guys.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with them.
I'm gonna be coming for a visit soon, Johnny, with some cousins of mine, who actually, I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but my cousins, who live in Bowmanville, went and checked out not Invictus Brewery, Chronicle Brewery, and they like loved the beer and stuff and tried it, and I saw their Instagram. I was like, wait, they're drinking our beer. So yeah, I was just stoked to see someone else posting on Instagram that wasn't, just Invictus. I mean, like, I love posting about like your beers, but it was so cool to see somebody else like who is not connected with Invictus posting about it. So
awesome.
Yo, there he is.
Is the man with the plan, Johnny Cowling.
Johnny Cow.
Yeah, that's really dope. I'm excited that the world is growing for you guys. As minutely as it might be with our help alone, but meaning we're not helping that much, but yeah. Okay, so Endgame XP, let's give it to Ashley. Space Potato.
Yep.
Hopefully she sees it.
Yeah, if we can figure out who she is on Facebook, maybe,
hi Paul Bernhardt, who wasn't here at the beginning, was here at the beginning, and then he's coming back. He's typing right now. But yeah, just finished the game I was playing. Looks like this is wrap 2. I'll watch it later. Good job, Paul.
Excellent. Oh, also shout out to Carly, who just finished watching all of the Invictus videos. Did she finish? She finished. She just finished Terminator, and apparently she was dying.
Terminator's fucking hilarious. I like Terminator. Chris, Chris was so
uncomfortable
with that
with oh, what's her name? Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor. I don't know why Alex. I thought that was funny. I didn't take offense.
Yeah.
I don't think it was an offensive character, was it?
I don't know.
I just thought it was funny. No, Chris was uncomfortable because Alex and I were giving it like 110%, and Chris is just like, I don't know what to do in this game. He's like, which is fair because when Alex and I get together sometimes and we're really mashing off each other, it's tough to be another player in that.
Right.
It works when there's like a GM and Alex and I are doing that, but like if Alex is the GM or I'm the GM and Alex and I are clicking a lot, it's tough to sort of get in that because we're brothers, right? We have that sort of rapport. Yeah. And equally, Alex and I fucking love the movie Terminator, so I'm like doing my owl the entire time and doing like this, and then Alex is doing his Sarah Connor, and Chris is just like, I don't know how to keep up with this.
Oh God, yeah.
He was a trooper for it though. Carly's finishing up the video games too.
That's the video games as well. Wow, crazy. That's a lot of hours. That's amazing, Carly.
I know. It's really.
I feel like it's like, you know what's funny? Actually, I was listening to, so we do narration streams over at Sound Booth Theater. We've got a Sound Booth Theater Discord as well, where we're like do like live narrations, and like we'll narrate like whatever we're working on. And like people will come and they'll join and they'll like chat in the Discord, and Jeff Hayes is another narrator who works there, and like he'll be narrating stuff. And when I was working on my bedroom renovating, I put on this Discord and I was just listening to it, and it's really nice. It's really nice just to have someone talking in the background. It's a weird, almost ASMR thing.
Like a podcast, you mean?
I
just
like
talking in general.
What's that?
You mean just having someone talk in general?
Just having someone talking in the background. Like I'm thinking of Carly because Carly's an artist, and so I'm picturing her. I don't know if you actually do this, Carly, but I'm picturing you like you're working on like a drawing, and then you'll have us on in the background for like the auditory experience.
I think that's exactly what she does. Yeah,
and I think that's like, yeah, I think it's nice. So like that many hours, like I think about that being a daunting amount of hours to like get through, but if it's on in the background when you're doing other things too, I think that it's I guess more easily digestible.
Oh, totally. Oh, I think I just fucked this up, didn't I?
Oh no, are we not live anymore?
For a moment. No, we were still live, but it might have been super zoomed in for a second.
Raptors.
No, it's fine.
Sound Booth Theater?
It's fine. But you know what? That's so funny because this is a really funny thing too that I recently realized I stumbled into accidentally the other day. Every time someone says that I've watched like all your stuff, I'm kind of like, wow, like that's a lot of hours. Like that's crazy. And then I realized the other day, I'm like, but wait a minute, I streamed all of those hours. Like I did all of that. Like
that's true.
Like I'm weirdly impressed when people watch it, which I still am. Don't get me wrong, Carly and all Michael and Brianna and all the people that watch this, I'm still very much impressed. But I'm also like, oh wait a minute, I also did all those hours. Like it's like the same with the 24-hour stream. I was like, wow, I can't believe these people did it. And then I was like, well, but then I also did it. So it's like it's not crazy to think that you could chill for 24 hours because I fucking chilled for 24 hours. It's just I discount myself too much, which is funny. I cut myself out of things too much. I'm like, why would you sit there for 3 hours and watch me play? I'm like, well, because I fucking sat there for 3 hours and played.
Yeah. And it's entertaining for us to play, and I think that entertainment carries through. Hopefully, seems like it.
And I'm gonna be playing some more. I want to do some spooky streams. I want to do Call of Cthulhu.
And thank you, Michael and Brianna. I don't know if you're still on. Thank you for saying that you would like more Justin Reeds. I love doing it. I'd love to do some more. So
should do some Friday night Justin Reeds, some Saturday night Justin.
Friday night, yes. Actually, I mean, my Friday nights have living in the suburbs. My Friday nights have been like kind of just chilling in my house, and I love it. Honestly, like my place here, like is I've got my nice little office. I got my recording booth. I got like a fireplace back there, couch with my TV, and I do Steam Link on. It's a nice chill spot down here. So Friday nights I tend to just have a glass of wine and chill in here. So maybe I'll include you guys in that sort of thing too.
You should, especially because between every other Friday I have a Henry now, so it's not as easy to do spooky streams. And then Joe and I are spending most weekends together too, so it's actually that's not true because I can stream with Joe. It's just been really busy. Yeah,
well, I mean, it's
so many people.
Lot of stuff.
Well, like this weekend I'm downtown. Last weekend we had friends over on Friday, and then Joe's parents over, and then friends over again on Sunday, and then the weekend before we were out of town. Like, it's just crazy. Could the next gaming stream be a VR gaming? Maybe. I don't think my computer's good enough for it. It's too tough.
VR game.
Maybe we should do a combined spooky streams and reading stream in one.
I'd have fun with that. Like, I'm reading to you while you're playing a game, like spooky. I could read some of your stuff. I love reading your stuff, Harlan. So we should like set that up where like you play video games and I read your fiction.
That'd be cute. I guess it depends on if it's like a really story intensive game though, because that's tough sometimes too. Because the next one I do want to do is Call of Cthulhu, which is like a pretty, I think,
very story driven. Yeah, and there's like lots of reading in the game itself.
Yeah, we could do them back to back though. Like, I don't even start spooky streams till 9 anyway. So you could like 7 till 9, and then like 9 till whenever do the spooky stream or something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure it out.
That's true. It's up to you guys. Like, what would you guys want? Would you guys want another night of like spooky streams and narrating on a separate night, or on the same night? Because like we wouldn't really be interacting too much. Like, I would love to do it on the same night if we were interacting.
Yeah, it's true.
Because then it's like, a social thing as well on like our level, I guess.
Exactly. But, I guess when would be the best time to do like a read? Like, when do you? Because like I feel like reading for me, like for you to read to me, it'd be nice to do like almost before bed. You know what I mean? To like on like a, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, like most people here are in different time zones too.
Oh, right, totally. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you should make a post about it. Have some people answer on Facebook. Get like a consensus.
Yeah, if there's ever like a game like where
Inside.
there have been some games where it's just kind of like you're just trying to find the next level and
totally
it's not too story intensive.
Games like that would be perfect. Like that Inside. Remember when you at the spooky stream last year, or the 24-hour live stream last year?
Yes,
that was a great game to like. You could have read through.
Yeah,
because it would have been really, really nice just to like relax too. And equally, sometimes I don't feel like talking. Sometimes it's nice just to play.
True.
Which is nice too.
It would be nice if like we could figure out a way to sync it so that I could see what you're doing.
Just
on
have
the
you
video
over
game.
and you just read next to me. Let's play a game.
Yeah, that would work too. Yeah.
It would be cute. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us. This has been the daring deeds of Dr. Dex Dalton. I hope you have a fantastic night, and as my good buddy Justin always likes to say,
Whoa.
That, whatever sound that was, people. I thought you were like leading into something and sneezing.
No.
Okay.
It turned into like me snorting really hard and then going whoa, and then
snorting really hard, going, well, guys, good night.